What is going on, guys and girls? My name is James thncxya and welcome back today to Roblox. How are we doing, everyone? Welcome back. Today it is time to play a game that just popped up as of today. It is currently the second most popular game being played in Roblox. Yes, it is time for another simulator. This one is called Bee Swarm Simulator.
Bee Swarm Simulator. Bee Swarm Simulator. Do y'all know what this game was? Well, I bet you do. If you ever played Roblox, you definitely heard about this game. This game was basically like the Minecraft of Roblox. It's really the main game of Roblox. It was so much fun. What happens when you mix bees and fun? You get Bee Swarm Simulator. One of my earliest memories of playing Roblox was dying to a ladybug in Mushroom Field, bro. Thinking my tool would attack it. There was so much stuff to do in this wacky game, like collect pollen, discovering new bees, building your hive, and completing quests. This game is 7 years old, about to be 8. And the fact that it never updates and still consistently holds over 20,000 players is literally insane. The true dedication from the fans of Bee Swarm should say something. That this game doesn't need a new fancy update, any new things, or even a new look. I mean, just look how the game looked in 2018 and look at it today. Yeah, completely the same. This is one of the only games that ever did this. They kept the same exact map. They didn't change for nobody. Every other game tried to fit in, but Bee Swarm did its own thing and stayed true to itself. Bro, I just turned 13 years old when this game first came out, and I remember saying to myself, I've never played a game like this before. Bro, y'all remember the way the old legendary bees look? Oh, the nostalgia. Everything from claiming your badges to leveling up your bees to defeating the king beetle for the first time. This game was a victory upon a victory upon a victory royale. God, every step of the way, your bees had your back. So many things to do, so many things to accomplish, and that's why there are so many great things to say about Bee Swarm. This was my home game, the game that I would go to every day after school. I seriously loved this game, and so did you probably. I don't know. There were so many fields, so many bees, so many items, so many events, and so many memories. And that's why I want to take you back in time and explore everything there was about Bee Swarm. Welcome to the history of Bee Swarm Simulator.
The zero gravity, they got this quick change, so it like a mid-phase. I just bought a new watch, time to make my wrist red. The zero gravity keeps elevating me. So I'm up above the clouds. So I can't see the ground. So I ain't coming down. So no, I ain't ever coming down.
On March 21st, 2018, Bee Swarm Simulator was first created, and on it, the developer was thinking about making a simple yet progressive and fun sandbox game including bees. He finished the game in about 2 days, leading up to the release of the game back in March 23rd, 2018. Most of us thought the game was released on March 21st, but I spoke to On It and he told me what happened. No, I didn't go to the wiki. It was a simple yet very fun game. Collect pollen, discover bees, and upgrade your items. The game first came with 5 different hives, so every server would have 5 players in them. Each hive had 25 hive slots. When you joined a server, you could claim any hive you wanted out of those 5. It didn't really matter which one you wanted to choose since the Red Canyon wasn't in the- It was in the game!
Oh, sorry, you got that.
I guess then the best hive slot to choose from the 5 was the right one, because it was closest to the right canyon! Right, anyways, when you claim the hive- The right one! Dude, will you shut up? When you claim a hive, it is yours. Your name is displayed on the bottom. You can then open the egg icon. Right there is the basic egg. You can then drag it into the hive. Congrats, you just hatched the basic bee. It's a common out of all the bees. There were 4 different rarities of bees: commons, rares, epics, and legendary bees. We will get into every single bee that came out during this time, but in a little bit. Once you hatch your very first bee, you need to go to a special NPC named Black Bear. Talking to him will then give you a quest. These quests are primarily all pollen from fields related. His first quest is to get 100 pollen from the sunflower field. Once completed, he will give you a reward of 200 honey. To collect pollen, you would equip your given tool, the scooper, and click on your mouse to collect pollen. The scooper would collect 2 flowers in a short line, 1 flower deep in 0.8 seconds. This means the tool essentially collected 2 pieces of pollen for you, which then gets added to your bag. Now your bag that you start off with has a maximum capacity of 150 pollen. To convert the pollen you collected, return to your hive, click E, and it'll convert your bag at a certain pace based on how many bees you got and the type of bees you got. If you want to use that honey to get more bees, come over here to the egg shop, which costs 1,000 honey to buy a new egg. The price of the egg grows exponentially in this game. Say same with so many other purchasables. If you want to upgrade your items, you will need to head over to the noob shop, home to the noob bear. This is the first shop in the game where there are tons of new tools and backpacks you can purchase with the honey you collected. So the pouch is what you start off with. For the bags, you can either get the jar for 650 honey holding 750 pollen, the backpack for 5,500 honey holding 3,500 pollen, or the canister for 22,000 honey holding 10,000 pollen. For the tools, you already started off with the scooper. So you can either buy the rake for 1,150 honey, the magnet for 6,000 honey, and the vacuum for 18,000 honey. Let's go back to the bee types. There were only 25 bees in the game. For the common bees, it's just the basic bee. For the rare bees, we got the bomber, brave, the bumble, the cool, the hasty, the rat, and rascal. For the epic bees, we got 10. Oh my god. So we got bumblebee, demo bee, exhausted bee, fire bee, frosty bee, honey bee, rage bee, Riley bee, and shocked bee. Yeah, I'm shocked. And lastly, for the legendary bees, we got the rarest bee types in the game, which are the baby bee, the demon bee, the diamond bee, the lion bee, the ninja bee, and the shy bee. To get all these bees, we gotta obtain a certain jammy sort of sticky item. Hey, yo! Royal jelly. Now, royal jelly is what we use to get all these bees, except the basic bee can only be summoned from the basic egg, and event bees can only be summoned through events or purchased with a future item that we'll get into. To get a rare bee from a royal jelly back then was a 69% chance. To get an epic bee was a 27% chance, and to get a legendary bee was a low 3% chance. Wait, what's that? This here is bear bee. It's the first event bee in the game, arguably the best event bee in the game, the best bee in general. At the time, you could purchase it for 650 Robux. It was, and still to this day, the most OP bee of all time. Why, you may ask? Well, because its ability is to give you a bear morph, where you essentially morph into any NPC quest given bear and having 2x pollen on top of that. It's insanely OP. Protect this bee at all costs. Oh yeah, each bee has an ability. Some are unique to the bee. It's what the bees are known for. Let's go through all of them one by one. The common and brave bees don't have any abilities. The brave bee hits like a truck. He has a base attack of 5, while most other bees only have a base attack of 1 and 2. Rad, Riley, and Shyly. Oh my gosh, Shyly. Rad, Riley, and Shy bees all give red boost tokens, which boost all red pollen by 1.2x. You can stack the ability up to 10 like most abilities, and will give a hefty 3x pollen boost. The cool, bucko, and diamond bees all give the same thing, but for blue pollen, hasty, shock, and ninja give haste, which boosts the player movement speed by 1.1x. Stack it up to 10, and you'll be moving quicker than your dad leaving for the bee milk. Not only that, ninja bee also gives blue bomb, along with bumble and bubble. Blue bomb is a bomb that collects a ton of blue pollen. For red bombs, rascal and demon bee give the red bomb ability. Fire bee and frosty bee give both red and blue pollen boost and red blue bomb abilities. That's crazy. They were definitely OP bees. Bomber, demo, exhausted, and lion bees were buzz bombers. Buzz bomb is a bomb that blows up any flower but gives slightly more pollen to white flowers. Baby bee gives what the bear bee gives, but they are different abilities. That means you can stack up a bear morph and a baby love for 4x pollen total. Honey and diamond bees gave a honey token that gave a certain amount of honey. Rage bee gave a token that allowed every bee to gain an additional 1+ attack. It was stackable up to 3. Also, rage, exhausted, and shock bees have a very unique ability called token link. Token link collect every token that is summoned on the field. It's pretty damn OP, and you want a few of them in your hive, like 4 or 5. They also gave small stacks of honey if you can chain multiple ability tokens at once. It makes playing this game so much easier. Otherwise, we would have to run and touch every single ability token. This is honestly the single most important ability token in the game. Oh wait, who's that? Brown Bear. Now he gives a quest every hour. His quests are unlimited and every quest is different. Next to him is a royal jelly, and it's literally impossible to get it up there unless you jump perfectly on the right spot. He's located next to the clover field. Oh yeah, the fields. Let's get to them real quick. So there are so many fields in the game, and each field has a distinct select pattern of flowers varying of the 3 colors, red, white, and blue.
I bleed red, white, and blue.
Over here in the main starter zone, we have the sunflower field, the dandelion field, often the first field you'll collect from, by the way. The mushroom field, which is a red field, the blue flower field, which is a blue field, and the clover field, which is definitely a mixed field. Right before you enter the clover field, there's a slingshot that you could take to bypass going to the 10 bee zone without having 10 bees. You just need to discover 8 bee types. There are also mobs in the game, so far being the ladybug and the rhino beetle. There's a ladybug in the mushroom field and the rhino beetle in the blue flower field. The clover field got both, so it's kind of ironically an unlucky field, especially since underneath it is home to the king beetle, the hardest mob in the game so far, and the first boss tech. Do you got the beast to kill it? Also, there's a little parkour obstacle over here on the mushrooms. Climb the mushrooms like stairs and you will get yourself probably your first royal jelly. There looks to be a 5 bee zone over there, so to get 5 bees, we need to save our honey to purchase more basic eggs. Complete a few quests and you got yourself 5 bees. And actually completing Blackbeard's 6 quests will give you a silver egg. Now you can go to the 5 bee zone. Now this bee zone contains the spider field,
Cobweb field,
which has a spider that is fairly challenging to take out.
Chill, dude.
The strawberry field and the bamboo field. 2 ladybugs spawn in the strawberry field, and 2 rhino beetles spawn in the bamboo field. There's a small easy parkour section to grab us another royal jelly amongst the bamboo sticks. And you know who else likes bamboo sticks? Pandas! Over here we got a new NPC bear, Panda Bear. He's the battle bear of the bunch, and he gives you quests to take out mobs, rewarding you with honey and eggs. On his 8th quest, he will actually give you a silver egg. But this quest was very tedious because you had to take out 20 rhino beetles, 20 ladybugs, and 10 spiders. Every mob has a cooldown after defeating it until it respawns. So this quest is gonna take you 5 hours. Holy goddamn, oh my.
Ui, có bạn đặt luôn này, có bạn chơi luôn nè.
But usually after you wait for the timer to end, it doesn't respawn immediately. You gotta exit the field for like a good 20 seconds, then go back to the field only for the mobs to still not spawn.
And he's got like a 6 or 7.
Now just complete the quest, buy some more eggs, and now you have 10 bees. We can now go to the 10 bee zone. Over here we have pineapple patch. It's a pretty big field which has a rhino beetle and a mantis, an insect type mob that is quite strong and is literally a mantis. And right next to the pineapple patch is a pro shop, home to the pro bear. He sells better tools and bags than those from the noob shop. For the tools, we got the super scooper, the pulser, the scissors, and the honey dipper. Dang, 1.5 million! That's gonna take a super long time, bro. The bags over here, we got the mega jug, the compressor, the elite barrel, and the portal hive. 1.25 million? Oh my Jesus Lord! Also, there's a parachute. It can be used to safely purchase off the plane before it crashes. Over here to the right of pineapple patch, we got science bear. Now science bear gives you quests related to collecting pollen from certain fields, defeating mobs, and discovering a certain amount of bee types. After completing his quest, he will reward you with an extra 0.25x convert rate. Now convert rate is the speed that your bees convert pollen to honey. Moving on, if we climb this hill up here next to strawberry field, we enter the 15 bee zone. This bee zone contains the pine tree field, the pumpkin patch, the cactus field, and rose field. These fields' flowers are much better compared to the 5 bee zones flowers. Pine tree field is the blue field, rose field is the red field, pumpkin patch is the white field, and cactus field is definitely the mixed field. The 15 bee zone introduces this new predator, the werewolf. It's not really that scary though. Just hide behind this pumpkin like the scared little boy you are. Like the scared little boy. You scared little boy? Boom, just like that, you just destroyed the werewolf. This area feels like a big forest with wild animals. Look how long the pine tree field is. Holy. It has 2 mantises. They're pretty tough, but you will eventually take them out. Over here, we have a snowy hill and a parkour course. Hey, another royal jelly. Over here is another NPC bear, Polar Bear. He will give you quests based on random fields and random enemies, rewarding you with polar power, which buffs all your bees' energy, which is super duper useful. Bee energy essentially gives your bees energy so they won't go back to the hive all the time from grinding or fighting because they're so tired. Over time, as you complete more and more of his quests, you will basically have unlimited energy. Also, the cactuses don't hurt you at all. But scorpions at Rosefield will definitely. Wait, what's that red area right next to Rosefield? Welcome to the red HQ. You need 4 different red bee types discovered. Thanks, was able to get in after very luckily getting a demon bee from a basic egg. Oh yeah, you don't just hatch a basic bee from a basic egg, but you can actually hatch a rare, epic, and legendary from a basic egg too. Back to the red HQ. Inside we have the red site. It's the best red tool collector in the game. Definitely get this if you want to complete red field quests quicker, or if you want to do a red field boost.
It literally gives such Doofenshmirtz vibes.
Over here we have a teleporter that can teleport you next to Science Bear and the 12 B-type cannon just left above the blue HQ, which also has a teleporter that teleports you right next to the red cannon. When you climb up the ladder, you can get yourself a free royal jelly. Being on top of the red HQ really felt super cool to me. I felt like the king of Bee Swarm. Over here was a royal jelly shop. Each royal jelly could be bought for 200,000 honey each, but as you keep purchasing them, it becomes 500,000 honey for one, which back in the day was so expensive. I would really only have like 6-7 million honey at a time. Blue HQ was an exact copy of the red HQ, but based on blue collection. It has the bubble wand, the best blue collection tool. Use this if you have a blue quest to complete, or if you want to do a blue field boost. Climbing up this hill past polar bears, the 25 bee zone, the final zone in the game. Hey, we finally made it to the top. The mountaintop shop, the mountaintop fountain drop, mob stop got.
I just got on get got.
It has the best field in the game, the mono shop, and a really cool view of the game. The mountaintop field has red and blue flowers, the biggest ones in the game. It's a pretty big field too. If you gotta crunch in a red and blue pollen quest at the same time, this field is a perfect field just for that. Over here we have the mountaintop shop, owned by Mono Bear. He is selling the glider, which costs 5 million honey. It's really good if you want to get to certain places quicker. I mean, just look at the speed of this thing compared to the parachute, man. It feels so much better. And over here we got something, but it looks to be out of order. We have eviction tokens for 50,000 honey each, and the price doesn't scale up. Eviction tokens allow you to evict the bee completely from your hive, so you can have an empty slot to hatch your eggs in if you already have a full hive of bees. It looks like the barrier block from Minecraft. There were also Roblox items that you could get to purchase to help you progress the game quicker, and there were also leaderboards such as the global top honey maker and battle points. This is the top 100 people with the most honey, and this is the top 100 people with the highest battle points.
I wish you could see like globally how well you've done.
Dude, I agree. Polio Aim and Panda Dog United are catching up though.
Dang, this was definitely a journey to get all the way up here.
We got 25 bees, so many legendaries, every tool and backpack in the game, and even the glider. We can even go outside the map, which was funny to me. Like, what other game does this? The last quest and rewards from each bear are here for you. Very OP rewards.
Life was good, man. Life was good.
On April 10th, 2018, Bee Swarm received its first ever update, the Hive expansion update. What this means is now we could buy more hive slots to put in our hives. Back then, it took us like forever to get 25 bees, but nowadays we can do it in less than a day. The hive slots maximum capacity capped out from 25 hive slots to, get this, 50 hive slots. That's crazy. We are literally never getting 50 bees though, because every time you buy a new hive slot, the next hive slot doesn't just double, but it grows very high exponentially. To buy your 26 hive slot costs 3 million honey, which is really cheap considering basic eggs capped out at 10 million honey after buying your 22nd one. But then to buy your 27th, it's a little more than double and so on, with the 50th hive slot costing, well, I'll tell you the price of that when we get there. thncxya will reveal the price of each and every new hive slot, and trust me guys, the 50th cost is out of this world. It's a very, very large number that takes years to get to. Anyways, there were new hats added which gave amazing buffs. There were just two that came, which were the propeller hat and the beekeeper's mask. Dang, so what do these buffs even do? First, there's pollen from bees. It's an additional amount of pollen that the bees can collect from fields. Instant conversion is whenever you collect pollen, that percentage will instantly convert into honey. So if you collected 1,000 pollen with 25% instant conversion, 250 of that pollen will be instantly converted into honey without going to the hive. Yeah, this is absolutely broken. Imagine having 100% instant conversion though. Oh my god. Damage reduction is actually just resistance, like a shield. So if the king beetle dealt 40 damage, it would actually only deal 30 damage since you have a 25% damage reduction. The ability rate is the rate at which bees summon their ability tokens or perform an ability. Now luck is pretty much only from the loot. It's not based on the luck of getting legendary bees. I wish it were like that, but that would just break the game. This game is slow paced, but I like it better slow. I like to take things slow and enjoy the moment, which is what Bee Swarm did so well. When you get everything in the game, you can look back and appreciate the long journey and get stuck in this unbreakable nostalgia hole that you just can't seem to climb out of, which is the only reason why I'm making this video. I had to catch my breath there for a second. Luck also increases the chances of you getting honey tokens from fields when you farm them, popping out when you mine a random flower. Jump power is the amount of John Moran's posters. Remember that royal jelly next to brown bear? Yeah, it'll help you get that, because I can't seem to get it. Oh my god! Move speed is how fast your dad can grab the bee meal challenge. There were 20 new black bear quests, and the new last quest from him gives you a diamond egg. Hey, your 27th hive slot costs 7,750,000 honey. Nice work, thncxya. Here are what the leaderboards are looking like right now. Velcarni is number 1 at 500 million honey. Damn, that's crazy works. Chris Romanus is quickly climbing up though. The Orcat is a very familiar name, I'm not gonna lie, and he is about to get passed up. So for him to stay in the top 3, there's gonna have to be some new bees. On April 27, 2025, a big new update came with so many new mechanics. First off, there was a new currency added to the game, tickets. This was the most valuable item in the game. Mostly everything could be bought with tickets. Even your girl could be bought for tickets. Yo, Yancelis.
Hi.
How many tickets from Bee Swarm to get with you? You can get tickets from just about everything, from collecting a flower, from mob drops from the ticket dispenser, or from buying them with Robux. You can buy 1 ticket at a time for an increasing number of honey per purchase. Can I have a ticket? No! Fuck you! Come on guys, let's go to the ticket tent. Over here behind the red cannon, we got the ticket tent. Inside the ticket tent, you purchase things for tickets. Now tickets are very hard to get, unlike honey, so make sure you are always saving them up. Never use them to instantly convert your honey unless you're doing a big boost. And I mean a very big boost, a biggie bag boost.
Whoa, you get so much stuff.
In the ticket tent, it's just a golden egg and a new bee, the photon bee. The golden egg costed you 50 tickets. It was a pretty good deal back then since we want our hives to be full of epics and legendaries. The photon bee.
Egg.
What? Oh yeah, the photon bee costed you 500 tickets. Damn, now that's a lot of tickets. It would take players around 15 days to accumulate 500 tickets. You could just buy the 100 tickets 5 times though, but that's 3,750 Robux. Over here we have the...
Yo, is this kid blind? There's nothing else in here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, shut your bitch ass up.
The photon bee, just like the bear bee, is an event bee that you can only have 1 of, but unlike the bear bee, it's free to claim. The bear bee is exclusively a Robux item, meaning you can only get it with Robux. Congrats, you now have the photon bee.
I have received the photon bear egg. It's not even a bear, it's a bee.
After buying your photon bee, you will likely have a full hive of bees. So if you want to place it in your hive, you either buy a new hive slot or evict a bee. Tell the bee to, and boom, you got yourself a photon bee, an entity made of pure light temporarily taking on the form of a bee. Hey, look at it, dude. It looks so cool.
Hey, look at it, man. Oh, it's so cool.
Dude, I just said that, but did say it first, so I'll go my bad on that one.
I love it, I love it, I love
The
it.
photon bee has a new ability token exclusive to it, Beamstorm. It fires 40 beams from the sky, which collects all pollen from the flowers they hit.
The hit looking at.
Basically, the Flash has a bee. Also, it gives haste, and its honey collection and conversion is super quick, making it one of the best bees in the game. The coolest bee so far for sure. Never mind, but it's looking like Bear Bee will forever be the best bee in Bee Swarm, right? Oh yeah, it also never needs to sleep. So if you're ever attacking a hard mob, it will never leave it unless you leave the mob or the mob dies. There were also 3 new bees added to the game. The looker bee, the commander bee, and the music bee. They all gave a new ability, Focus. A new ability that is exclusive to those 3 bees even till today. Focus grants 3% critical chance for 20 seconds. It can stack up to 10 times. Critical hits increase pollen and damage by 100%. So if you ever hit a crit on pollen, the numbers go MLG clicker crazy on your screen. So satisfying, just like the game. Progression of it is just so exciting, guys. Oh my god, I can't wait. The commander bee gives focus and buzz bomb. Remember how after completing all 20 blackberry quests from the last update, you would get a diamond egg? Well, thncxya kept his and used it this update and got a freaking music bee. He got super lucky because it could have easily selected any of the other 6 legendaries. It has the focus token, the token lick, and the melody token. This is a brand new ability token that grants 100% critical power for 30 seconds, and you can't stack it, unfortunately. But if you could, then this game would be absolutely broken. There was a new NPC bear that came once every summer, Sun Bear, just like Santa.
I only come once a year, and I last longer than that.
Okay.
He is a really cool bear that simply doesn't care. He is the only bear that really travels. He's pretty much an event bear, the first event bear. He gave you 12 pretty easy quests. After completing the first 6, you will get a new item, a belt. The quest, snag a belt bag, was pretty easy apart from collecting 1,000 ability tokens. That took like a couple hours. But after completing that, we would get the belt bag. This was the first belt added to the game and gave very good buffs, especially that extra capacity. Wow, I keep forgetting that it used to be called the container space and not capacity. Oh my god.
And collect 50 focus token ability tokens. Okay.
After completing 6 more Sunbear quests, you will get the Mondo Belt. After getting 10,000 ability tokens from the Mondo mission, which took me like a week, you will get yourselves the Mondo bag. It's also presented in the 25B zone shop, but isn't for sale yet. You have to specifically complete the quest before Sunbear leaves, and he leaves when the timer runs out, so act quick. This belt bag gave you 50,000 container space, more than half the bags in the game, and pretty much doubled your convert rate. If you wanted to become an endgame player, you needed this. It was one of the most OP items in the game at the time. You know what was also OP? Shoulder guards. A new set of gear that gave crazy buffs. They were mainly color coordinated, with the left guards being more attack based and the right shoulder guards being more honey making based. In the pro shop, there are 4 new guards here in the belt bag that is not for sale because we have to complete 6 Sunbear quests. Let's do the right guards first. The first guard here is a brave guard. Use this guard to guard yourself against enemies. The hasty guard can be used to have more player move speed. Now onto the left, 2 shoulder pads. The first one is the bomber guard, giving you extra bomb power. The looker guard ups your crit power. You can always change your guards depending if you want to get that golden egg or not, or if you want to take out the king beetle, or if you just want to grind some money. It was also a royal jelly vending machine where you could give 6 tickets for a royal jelly. There was a new hat, the helmet. It's located at the noob shop and it's pretty good. It's the most expensive item in the noob shop even till this very day. It's a pretty nice upgrade whenever you want to replay the game today on a fresh new account. There were new instant converter machines. There were 3 of them spread out across the map. In my opinion, never use them unless you're doing something like a 7x boost. Oh yeah, boost. Let's talk about it. The max boost the field can get to is 10x with the combination of codes and field boosters. There were 5 new science bear quests that gave you an extra 125% convert rate. Very helpful. There were 6 new repeatable polar bear quests, which were all harder than the previous ones. There were 2 new field boosters, the red and blue field boosters. In order to use them, however, you will have needed to discover 5 of each color specific bee type. They each gave a field boost in 3 blue and 3 red fields. For the earlier fields, they would give a 7x field boost. For the medium fields, they would give a 4x field boost. For the top fields, they would give a 3x field boost. So if you got a blue flower field boost times 7 and a blue flower code times 3, it would total up to the max 10x, even if the code gave you a 4x instead. I still remember that pumpkin patch times 7 code. It was crazy OP, and I would instantly fill up in like 10 seconds of grinding in that field, and I had to empty out my bag every time. Also keep in mind that 100% means 2x, 200% means 3x, and so forth. So if a field boost was 400%, it doesn't mean 4x, it means 5. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Let's copyright again. There were 3 new guards in each of the colors HQs. In the red HQ, we got the basic red guard. Damn sure isn't basic whatsoever. It's better than all 4 of them goddamn guards combined in the pro shop.
Damn, actually?
Yeah, you want to get slapped again?
Oh, shit.
Over to us right, we got the Elite Red Guard. These are becoming very OP, and they are cheaper than the Beekeeper's mask. Not the last one, though. The Riley Guard. No surprise that thncxya wasn't able to afford this, to be honest. Boom, look at them stats. Oh my god, this thing is absolutely legendary. I mean, no wonder why it cost 60 million honey. Bro, when I tell you guys that I wanted this so bad as a kid, I'm not kidding. I would do anything for this. Now, moving on to the blue HQ. It's basically a copy and paste of the red HQ. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. You know, these guards are completely different. Yep, completely different. In fact, the blue guards are way better. Okay, bye-bye, BBM. God, I hate him. They were used for better blue progression and help you convert honey faster. They also help out with attacking and defending against mobs, making you a better player overall. Also, bees now move quicker when they are far away from the owner. Like, basically, before this update, bees would move very, very slowly when far away from the owner. Definitely something nobody remembers. And lastly, there were some small bug fixes. thncxya grabs this 28 hive slot here, costing 14 million honey. Let's check the leaderboards. A little later on May 7th, 2018, there was a small update that basically added a new feature that makes all of our lives of playing Bee Swarm so incredibly much better. We now get to hold down on our mouse or our phones and the player will automatically collect flowers for you instead of having to tap vigorously multiple times. I still remember when I had to tap my mouse numerous times in order to collect flowers. And to reduce lag, other players' ability tokens were transparent to you. Here are some more changes. Thanks to Abize's 29th hive slot. 24 million honey. I want to eat 24 carrots. Here are what the leaderboards are looking like. Whoa, we have a new #1 player. SD Mittens.
Oh my goodness, we have a new #1 in the global honey makers.
She was the #1 player of all of OG Bee Swarm, basically. SD Mittens was one of the most prominent Bee Swarm players of all time. We got a lot of grinding to do to get both of them guards, so let's get it. Wait, what are those two weird looking looker bees with blue and orange faces over there? On May 12th, 2018, there was another big update. It added so many new things, a new event bee, a new game pass, and a brand new core game mechanic that would give so much more value to our progressional journey. Badges. Badges, bro. You can't play Bee Swarm without them. They make you feel so ecstatic once you claim them. Like, they are now the main feature in Bee Swarm that actually gives you value to play. There were so many new and fun badges to try and collect. I still remember when it first came out, me and my cousins were just claiming so many of them at a time, bro. Because we had previously collected some of the requirements for the earlier badges. We were pretty much pros at the game at this point. There was a badge for honey making, a badge for battle points, and a badge for pretty much every field in the game except mountaintop. When you claim a badge, you get tickets and actually reach the next level of mastery for that badge. There were 4 levels of mastery: cadet, hotshot, ace, and master. Every time you collect a badge, the requirements to collect the next mastery of that badge goes up 10x. So if you completed the sunflower field cadet badge for collecting 250,000 pollen from the sunflower field, then you will have to get 2.5 million pollen from the sunflower field for the next sunflower hotshot badge. You start all your badges off with a junior badge. Every time you completed a badge of any mastery, you would get tickets. You would get 5 tickets for completing a cadet badge, 10 tickets for completing a hotshot badge, 15 tickets for completing an ace badge, and 25 tickets for completing a master badge. Also, each badge gives a unique stat boost related to that badge. Here are what each badges give. Honey per pollen is a new stat boost, by the way, that gives extra honey per pollen. Getting badges is still to this day the main way of progressing in the game, and without this core mechanic, Bee Swarm wouldn't be as loved or as played as it is today, because even the biggest pros are still chasing some badges to this day. And here's what you'll need for each badge. Back to the title of the update though, the Tabby Bee update. The Tabby Bee was located in the ticket tent and there was actually a sale going on for it, having its price as 250 tickets for 50% off. The Tabby Bee we all know today is one of the best bees in the game and probably the most loved.
So apparently it's only going to be here for what, 16, 17 days?
It has 2 abilities, Tabby Love and Tabby Scratch.
Tabby scratch for the photon bee, tabby scratch for the photon bee.
Tabby Love permanently grants these stat boosts from each Tabby Scratch. It stacks up to 1,000. So if you were to max this up to 1,000, it would basically be like 1,000 Tabby Scratches and 1 Tabby Scratch. It spawns like every 5 minutes when you're in the field. It takes most players like several months to max this. It's a year-long journey for sure. This game is really just a big journey, just like Minecraft. Random objects from around the map now spit out sparkles onto any field. The bubble wand, the pumpkin, the pineapple, and the sunflower can all spit out sparkles onto fields. They're meant to be collected. If you collect them, they will pop up honey tokens and ticket tokens. There was a weird-looking green cog on the roof of the noob shop for some really weird reasons. Leaderboard time! Oh snap! A new #1 player put SD-Mens all the way down at #3. Skyfall Princess is currently at the top with over 3.25 billion honey. This just got crazy. Velcarni also beat SD-Mens at #2. This is gonna be some tough competition. Who will reign #1? Well, you guys already know. Thanks to Abize's 30th hive slot. 37 million honey? I think I need to watch my figure. On May 18th, 2018, there was something new added called promo codes. Well, codes for short, pretty much. They were short and simple codes that games could now incorporate to give the player something special. And Bee Swarm was one of the first Roblox games to have them. I think the first. In this case, if you redeemed codes in Bee Swarm, you would get some honey, tickets, or field boosts. What do you guys think the very first code was? Wax, roof, nectar? No, it was changed. It gave you a free royal jelly. The second one was soup, giving you 10 tickets, which was a lot at the time, by the way. Another royal jelly and 5,000 honey. The third ever code was a code you probably never heard of if you played Bee Swarm after this update. Code 38217. I sure as hell don't remember this. It's the only code in the game that actually looks like a real life code, giving you 5 tickets. Here is every code's rewards. After the Sun Bear left, the belts are now purchasable. Here are more things that were changed, and this is what the leaderboards are looking like. On May 26, 2018, the Gummy event drops. It came with a new bee, a new NPC bear, and a new item. It was a Gummy invasion. Everything's so sticky. Don't touch that. Over here to our left, where Sunbear left off, is our boy Gummy Bear and his friend the Gummy Bee. He has a gummy cannon next to him and a gummy dispenser as well. He gives quests based on collecting goo. Now, goo is this new sticky substance that is splattered on the field, which then you can collect, and it gives bonus honey. It's pink with a blue tint to it, looking like some Trix yogurt for real. But how does goo go in a field? Well, one way fields can have goo in it is with gumdrops. It's basically the item that you can use to spread goo around the field. If you use one, it'll give a good spread of goo to the field and start to disappear after like 10 seconds. Mobs have a chance to drop goo now when you defeat them.
Let's see, do we get any gumdrops from defeating these animals? These insects even? No.
No? They're not that hard to get. So when it comes to Gummy Bear, you already know his quests are going to be such gooey goodness. And his cannon actually shoots goo into random fields randomly.
So he's changed now from the pine tree forest to the dandelion forest.
He has 15 quests. His quests were actually really easy. At least the goo ones were. Here were all the quests. Hey, we got the Gummy Boy.
I'm back, boy.
Now, the Gummy Bee is one of my favorite event bees in the game and is super OP. It has two abilities, Glob and Gumdrop Bearage. Glob covers 29 surrounding flowers and goo deep into the flowers. Such rich goo. Gummy Bearage launches gumdrops in a large area covering the field in goo. Like it covers deep into the flower, not just on the surface. So it's almost like a block of glue you're collecting, it seems like. Next to Gummy Bear was the goo dispenser, where you could buy 3 gumdrops for a ticket. This was pretty expensive, but now it's worth it for reasons that accumulate so much honey that I get scared to talk about. Get me out of this sticky mess! There was also a new Memorial Day pack. New packs will come and go over the years. They were all worth it if you had Robux. There were a ton of changes, and a specific one to note is the Royal Jelly Shop now caps from 500,000 to 1 million. The 31st high stock costs 54 million honey. Jeez, Louisiana, love that chicken for Popeye.
I just really be wanting to poop pie.
Let's check out the leaderboards. SD Mittens still #1 with, get this, 6.7 billion honey. Trix with 6.1 billion and Sky with 6 billion. If Del Carney ever wants to pass up Trix, there's gotta be new bees. It's the only way at this rate. Maybe like a duo of bees that are complete opposites that actually work together as one.
Let's get going.
On June 2nd, 2018, the superhero bees have came to Bee Swarm. They were the Crimson and Cobalt bees. You could get each of them for 250 tickets in the ticket tent. They were pretty cheap, I'm not gonna lie. Crimson bee was the red variant and the Cobalt bee was the blue variant. If you're a beginner player, go for both. Get these 2 bees as your first event bees. Yes, get. But if you had to go for one, go for Cobalt. First, let's look at the Crimson bee. Whenever he moves, he lets off a red and white trail that looks super cool and has 2 new abilities, Red Pulse and a Red Bomb Sink. The Red Pulse ability fires a pulse that hops between your red bees, collecting pollen around them. So if I had more red bees, the pulse gets better. Alright, good to know. And if you own the Cobalt bee, it will fire a blue pulse as well to your red bees. The Red Bomb Sink also allows red bombs to collect white flowers from 20 seconds. But if the Blue Bomb Sink is active from your Cobalt bee as well, your red bombs will collect blue pollen also. So it collects every pollen in the game, all 3 types. Now let's look at the Cobalt bee. Basically the same exact abilities but for blue. And if you have both of these abilities as an early player, they will definitely help you complete hard quests that require you to collect all 3 pollen types. Very OP indeed. Indeediously for breeds, there were 3 new tools: the Clippers, the Electromagnet, and the Porcelain Dipper. Oh, the Porcelain Dipper. I had such good times with this tool, man. If you heard about Bee Swarm, the Porcelain Dipper definitely rings a bell. Who's there? It's 5 at night. What the hell are you doing here?
You forgot to talk about the belt pocket.
Okay. Sorry I forgot to mention this to y'all, but there was new belt pocket added. A belt so powerful it outweighs everything else in this game combined that makes you billions of honey in seconds from the noob shop.
Now, don't make me come back.
It's trashes.
Trashes.
There were 3 new badges: the Goo badge, the Quest badge, and the Ability Token badge. Here are the requirements for them. Oh shoot, Bee Swarm got 100 million visits! Okay, this is actually crazy. The game has only been out for almost 2.5 months and it's already at 100 million visits? GG on it. You definitely deserved it. Such a good game like Bee Swarm shall not be ignored, but instead gifted with love. What was that? Since Bee Swarm was played 100 million times, On It added a very special code for this very special occasion. It was extremely OP, giving you every single boost in the game. Yes, every boost in the game, including every bear morph stacked. Then, Bee Swarm hit 1 million members just like that. Dude, Bee Swarm is going crazy. Here are some more things added as well and all the new codes released before the next update. On July 11th, 2018, no more are the days of continuously filling up super fast and going back to the field repeatedly over and over and over again, stuck with the feeling of no progression for many, because this new update was the biggest update ever in Bee Swarm Simulator history. It introduced so many new core mechanics to the game that actually made bees progress, and that was Bond. James Bond. There are 10 levels you can level up a bee to. How you level them up, you may ask? Well, you can have them collect flowers, take out mobs, and feed them treats. All of your bees start off at level 1 now. And also the bees look different, less glittery with smaller faces too. When you do those 3 things to level up a bee, it gives a bond. You are actively loving your bees the moment you feed them treats or take them to their favorite fields. Yes, each bee has a new favorite field. Here are all the bees' favorite fields. Giving your bees treats is basically like feeding your dog treats. So does that mean that bees are dogs? Dog bees? To get treats, you could take out mobs, complete quests, or randomly find a treat token in the field. Or you could buy them over here. Wait, who is this fine mama bear?
Oh, it's Mother Bear.
She is the new quest giver that actually specializes in helping you level up your bees. She actually gives you your very first treat to feed a bee to level 2. She's so nice. Then the quests get harder and harder, and you end up with a full hive of level 7s, 8s, and some 9s before the last Mother Bear quest.
Do you see him? Do you see him?
What?
Do you see him? Do you see him?
Then the last quest needs you to get a bee to level 10. At first certain level, it's basically impossible to level up a bee any further naturally without feeding it any treats. So the only way to level up any further is to give it a lot of treats. I'm talking a lot. And since we can only get a certain amount of treats by like walking around and taking out mobs and shit, the best way to get more treats is to buy them from the treat shop. Out of my way, Mother Bear. You can buy up to 1,000 treats from her at a time. The treat amount starts off at 1,000 honey per treat, but maxes out at 10,000 honey per treat. This was very expensive, but I guess it's fair because one treat gives 10 bond, which means one bond costs 1,000 honey, which is the same amount of bond needed to level up a bee to level 2, but not enough bond to get. Here's what leveling up a bee 1 level gets. Also, mobs now have a level limit to which your bee must be at to attack it. For example, if a ladybug is level 2, your bee must be at level 2 to attack it without missing. Oh yeah, if your bee is under leveled, it will miss. So if your bee is 1 level lower than the mob, it will miss 75% of its hits. If it's 2 levels under, it'll miss 4x that, and it keeps being 4x less likely to hit after every one under leveled bee. Here's how many treats it takes for each next level. 450 million spent on a bee? Golly! Imagine getting a full hive of these bees. Oh my bee swarm! To get a full hive of bees max level, it'll cost you 22.5 billion honey. Wait, did I hear that correctly? 22.5 billion? I don't even have a bill ever made yet.
What the
Wait, Mother Bear is asking us to feed our bees fruits? Yes, there are 4 new fruits added to the game along with the treats. Strawberries, blueberries, pineapples, and sunflower seeds. That's not a fruit. I know, but just stick to the script. I know, but that's not a fruit. Okay, but just go with it. No. The fruits actually give a bond of 25 each, but if a specific bee likes that fruit, it'll actually gain 50 bond. The bees that like a specific fruit are listed here. Mostly red bees like strawberries, and mostly blue bees like blueberries. But yeah, a pretty good mix of fruits and vitamins and minerals and proteins. There are all the list of fields where you can get each fruit in. You need these fruits to progress in Mother Bear's quests. Okay, but sunflower seeds are still not a fruit. Get out. It takes a while to complete your quest. Like from the beginning to the end of completing your quest, you as a player will become someone else, not even recognizing your old hive or your old self. What am I? What am I doing here? Huh? Darling, 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 you have completed all of my quests. Here, take this star tree. A star tree? Huh, I wonder what this does. The bee is sparkling. It has stars on its side. It has a very cool glow around it at the hive. It's gifted. Gifted bees are super important to the game. It's like when a bee goes Super Saiyan. They give purpose to having rares and epics in your hive now, and not just legendaries. That's because each bee you have gifted, it'll grant one gifted ability that the specific bee has, otherwise known as a gifted hive bonus. Here are all of what each bee gives. Even the basic bee has one. And it's actually the best gifted hive bonus. Plus 20% pollen. Now that's actually crazy. If you got 2 of the same gifted bee, their hive bonuses won't stack. When you gift the bee, they automatically gain these 3 stats. The bee is just better. So now we know we can get a star tree on her last quest. By the way, she gives a star egg as well before the star tree, but how else can we get gifted bees? Well, you can actually get them by using royal jellies. It's a 1 in 250 chance to get any gifted. It correlates with the rarity of the bee as well. For example, since the rare is 69% chance to get it from a royal jelly, you have a 1 in 362 chance of getting a gifted rare. Since an epic is a 27% chance to get, getting a gifted is a 1 in 926 chance of getting a gifted epic. And since a legendary is only a 3% chance of getting, your odds for getting a gifted legendary are a whopping 1 in 8,333 chance of getting. Almost 10,000 royal jellies you would have to spend just to have a chance at getting a gifted legendary. Do you want to know how much honey that would cost to buy 10,000 royal jellies? 10 billion honey. Jesus Christ. I didn't know things could get so expensive here in Bee Swarm. Also, not to mention how freaking long it would take to buy them all. These odds are to get any type of legendary. If you want to get a specific type of legendary, like if you want to specifically get a gifted music bee, you're looking at a 1 in 58,333 chance. This is actually insane. This is 58 billion honey you're looking at right here. Most players at the time aren't even close to reaching this number in all-time honey. If you wanted a full hive of gifted legendaries, that's 416 billion honey. Oh my god. You could also get gifted bees from buying star treats. They cost 1,000 tickets, and I would recommend only using them on event bees, since there is no other way to gifting event bees. They are the only bees in the game without a favorite fruit. So how do you gift the basic bee, you may ask? Well, buy 250 basic eggs and hope to god you don't have to buy any more, or feed it 25,000 sunflower seeds. This update just got so expensive for real, but gifted bees leveling up your bees will make you exponentially higher amounts of honey. There are also 4 new eggs: the gifted silver egg, the gifted gold egg, the gifted diamond egg, and the star egg. These 4 eggs will always guarantee you a gifted bee based on their rarity, but the star egg gives you a random gifted bee you have not yet discovered yet. Fucking alarm. I would recommend holding on to your star egg and discovering all the rares and epics first if you want to get those gifted legendaries. Or you can get them from feeding the treat the bee likes. It's gonna take a ton of grinding to get all these bees to level 10. Oh yeah,
bro, shut up!
Your bees also drop this new ability, Inspire. Bees only drop this if it's gifted, and it summons 1 every 10 minutes, not often at all. It gives 2x pollen though. It only lasts for 5 seconds and can stack up to 60, which is 61x pollen. It's only 61 and not 120 because after getting another Inspire stacked up upon another, it's a stack of 2, which is 3x, then 4x, then 5x, and so on. There were also 2 new zones, the 20 bee zone and the 30 bee zone. The 20 bee zone had a new minigame, the ant challenge. Take out as many ants as you can in 5 minutes while collecting pollen to get to the next round. It was a cool little minigame that challenged us to get our attack up as high as possible and earn the highest score there was. Every 15 rounds, the challenge gets harder and harder, and they are a series of repeatable waves, just like an all-star tower defense. The levels and the HP of the ants go up and up. Now we gotta go up and up until we reach the 30 bee zone. Over here, we have the ominous quiet room with nothing but a big old slab leading to... Wait, hold on a minute. Is that on it? On it! Oh my god, bro, I'm such a big fan. I've been grinding honey. On it, I'll pull the bottle. I've been popping bottles, man. I feel just like a rock star. Yeah, I love your game, bro. Whoa. Yeah, bro. I've been playing since like...
You made it to the very top of the mountain.
Anna is in the game and he will give you 5 quests called the Star Journey. Each of these 5 quests should give you a decent challenge and probably take you a couple months, if not a year, to complete them all back then. You will be in completely different stages of the game in each quest you are in, just like Mother Bear's quest. He will basically ask you to do everything Black Bear and Panda Bear asks of you, but on steroids, yes. He asks for tons of pollen in certain fields, a crazy ton of mobs, and a ridiculously large amount of specific ability tokens, causing us players to change our hives in many ways during very special occasions. I mean, 5,000 haste tokens? We need like 10 hasties for that. Wait, 5,000 focus tokens?
And collect
5,000.
Focus token, ability token.
5 king beetles? Oh my god, that's gonna take like 5 days. Ooh, a new mob. Sounds like there's another boss. But the Tunnel Bear shouldn't take any longer than that, right? Yeah. Bro, Tunnel Bear spawns every 2 days? And I can't even kill it right now. He is level 8 and my bees are only level 5. He is down this tunnel here, a secret little area next to the 10 bee zone entrance. Go down this hole from the instant converter machine and you will be there. Jeez Louis. It's super slow, so this should be really easy. But he takes you down in 1 hit, and it's basically impossible to kill for anybody if it wasn't for a secret way to kill it. When you finally beat him, you actually get a gifted silver egg, which was probably your very first gifted bee. And finally, completing the Star Journey quest. On it personally gives you a star tree, which you can then use on one of your event bees. Me personally, my first gifted event bee was from Mother Bear Star Tree. What a tasty treat. Moving back down to the 20 bee zone, the ant challenge actually rewards you with 4 new amulets. Oh yeah, amulets are in the game too. There were many kinds of amulets, like the ant amulets, the star amulets, and the king beetle amulets. There are 4 different tiers of amulets: the bronze, the silver, the gold, and the diamond. Wait, in order to play the ant challenge in the first place, you need to get an ant pass. You can get them from completing quests, redeeming codes, or defeating mobs. And at the ant pass shop next to the ant challenge, each pass costs 10 tickets here. This is a big rip box, since the passes were actually pretty easy to obtain. Anywho, here are all the scores that you will need to reach for each amulet. This is definitely quite hard to get because there are level 10 ants during this, so only the end game players will reach this. In the ant challenge, there are 5 types of ants: the normal ant, the fire ant, the flying ant, the armored ants, and Jamaran, the giant ant. These ants can be quite tricky to take out, so you need to develop strats for each of the ants. Moving up, we have the star amulets. Now the star amulets give you more stat increases, and actually we can see all of our stats here now with the setting here. There were the bronze, the silver, the golden, and the diamond star amulets. You needed to discover gifted bee types for them. It would not work if you have multiple of the same gifted bee type.
It's a duplicate. No!
Yes, dupes of the same bee.
That's my 3rd Jupiter.
And you need to have the gifted bees in your hive during the time you want to unlock a new star amulet. When you've reached a certain amount required to get you a star amulet, you need to spend some serious amounts of honey. Here are the list and buffs of stuff you can get from each of these amulets. But to get 30 different gifted bee types is no easy feat. You have to discover all the gifted rares, all the gifted epics, and try really hard to get all the gifted legendaries. Then you need to give 3 event bees. If you didn't own a bear bee, you needed to get 4 event bees. There were only 33 bees at the time, so getting the diamond star amulet was definitely the hardest thing to do in the game. By the time I had the diamond star amulet, all of my 5 events, because I didn't own a bear bee at the time, were gifted, and I got 5 gifted legendaries. Then I got the diamond star amulet. Me and my cousins were free to play during these days, and we were pretty good. There was a new endgame backpack to match with our porcelain dipper, the portal hive. See, now it doesn't even seem that expensive because of this update. What is considered expensive now went from millions to billions of honey. A massive jump. At this point, life was at its peak. We were playing Minecraft.
Yo, what's good with you? What's good? What's good?
Bubblegum Simulator, Bee Swarm, Fortnite, and yeah, being 13 was just so fun for me during this time.
Guys, this is really insane.
There were also star jellies. They basically guaranteed a gifted bee and made getting gifted legendary so much easier if you were broke or free to play. It's like using normal royal jellies, but you would only have 1 at a time. There were also first edition bees. If you got an event bee during its event, it turns into a first edition bee. Panda Bear got a ton of new quests which involved the new ant challenges, which he will then reward you with your 2nd star egg. As a free to play player, you will only ever get 2 star eggs. The 2x ticket game pass was removed. Beautiful you bought it before it was removed, because now you will forever have 2x ticket chance. Let's go. There were some new packs over the course of this very huge update, such as the summer tree pack, the summer star pack, and the super summer star pack. There was a secret shadow bear hidden underneath on its platform in the 30B zone. I knew this place felt haunted. Right in front of it was a free diamond egg. You just had to glide there. Dang it.
Aw, dang it.
You know, if I was trying to get this diamond egg, I would have found that golden egg.
I'm gonna find that egg.
And here are some more changes. thncxya buys 11 different hive slots all in the same update. Jesus Christ almighty. Damn, he's really dropping 9 billion on a hive slot this early on? Jeez. He's got to be on the leaderboards by now. Wow, wait, he really is. Let's go, thncxya boy. He got on the top 20 with 64 billion honey. Holy jeez and cheese macaroni. And for the top 3, we have SD Miss with 210 billion honey. Damn, that's nuts. She's definitely staying up there for sure. Then you got Gutterman at number 2. Someone we never seen them before on the leaderboards. And Ters or Tylil with 132 billion honey. Can thncxya make it to the top 10? Let's find out. On September 10, 2025, a new update came out with a bunch of new content with 2 new event beasts and a new nighttime cycle. Every 20 minutes, there would be a 3-minute nighttime cycle. During the night, new passive mob, fireflies, came swarming around each field. They would go to one of these fields and form a circle and start up a very demonic ritual. You could step on them and they would form a sparkle on the field. Sparkles contain honey tokens. Wait, a moon charm? Yeah, just step on all the fireflies and they will summon you a moon charm token for you to collect. Moon charms can be used to feed your bees 250 bond each. Honestly, I felt like the event bee should have favored them and require like 10,000 moon charms to gift them or something like that. They are very hard to get. Now, getting moon charms isn't easy because you can really only get to like 3 or 4 cycles of fireflies moving from field to field. And only ever get 5 if they went from like strawberry to cactus, back to strawberry to spider to cactus or something like that. Like very close up pretty much. And other players could have gotten the moon charm before you did. You would need to gather up 100 total moon charms to summon for the new moon amulet. Your first moon amulet will give you 25,000 capacity, adding an additional 25,000 capacity every time you purchase a new moon amulet. Well, sometimes. You could also get these buffs with it. Woo! Look at that, a new buff. Bond from treats. This increases your bond from treats heavily. Try and get this up to a 10% and it will definitely help you get your bees leveled up significantly quicker. And they added 2 new bees, the puppy bee and the vicious bee. The puppy bee can be purchased for 250 tickets. And also there was a 50% sale going on for it. I didn't get it on sale because I was broke like a joke. Aw, who's a good boy? Oh shit. This bee loves to play. Throw its tennis ball around and collect pollen. Keep the ball rolling to win treats. It was a fun and interactive way to play with a bee. Its gifted ability is so OP also. Like the moon amulet, this bee gives bond from treats. In fact, 20% bond from treats. Alright, now this is literally a must-have bee to level up your hive to level 10. With a gifted puppy and a max moon amulet with 10% bond from treats, you can get up to 30% bond from treats, guys. Oh my god. This means if you feed your bee 1,000 treats, it'll be given 13,000 bond, not 10,000. Now, the vicious bee was another event bee. It was quite vicious. And to get him, you needed 250 stingers, which was a new item used to summon the vicious bee and used to increase your bee's damage by 1.5x for 30 seconds. You couldn't stack him though. It took all of us a very long time to accumulate 250 stingers, longer than maxing a moon amulet. You could get them from the high-end bosses, but also from the nightly vicious bee. It comes out half the time during night cycles. Still there 5 minutes during the day after. When you find it, you can destroy it for a certain amount of stingers. Here are the fields and levels it spawns in and the amounts they give. When you get a vicious bee, the world is yours. You can now easily defeat anything in the game. Let's take a good look at the bee and see why. This cold-blooded bee takes great pleasure in inflicting pain. He has 2 abilities, a new one called Impale and a single blue bomb plus. The spikes basically spike up a mob, dealing literally thousands of damage in the first initial spike, getting weaker and weaker per spike though. For your vicious bee to spike multiple times, it would need to level up. The level your vicious bee has is the amount of spikes your vicious bee will spike. It will help you kill off your tunnel bear and get you that supreme and amulet that you didn't even know about.
Supreme?
Yes, they added supreme amulets and grandmaster badges. But hold on, its gifted high bonus was a minus 15% spawn reduction time, so every mob in the game now spawns 15% quicker. That's really good. Anyways, there was only one supreme amulet, and that was the supreme and amulet. Every existing badge has a requirement of 20x the previous goal for the grandmaster badges. For example, all the fields required 5 billion pollen collected from those grandmaster badges. Yeah, ain't no way I'm ever getting the dandelion grandmaster badge, bro. They also added sprouts, which spawn at any field randomly. They gave super OP items that varied throughout fields and tier of sprout. There were 4 tiers of sprout: the normal sprout, the rare sprout, the epic sprout, and the legendary sprout. They all have a chance of spawning. You needed to farm a certain amount of pollen from the field to sprout the sprout open. You can get every egg in the game. Yep, including a star egg and star treats too. And this is only possible from the mythic sprout. Yep, a mythic sprout. It was actually 5 different sprouts added. And this one was a 1 in 1,000 chance from a sprout spawning, but only a 1 in 500 during nighttime. Wait, but only a 1 in 500 during nighttime. Also, sprinklers came to the game. You remember how awful it was every time you were grinding in the field and all your bees just straight up destroyed all the pollen to the point where there's literally none left? Well, to fix this, Science Bear invented a new tool to help regenerate flowers very quickly: sprinklers. It completely changes the game, and we have a way easier time grinding now because the flowers actually regenerate super fast. The sprinklers are behind this gate, and you needed 15 hotshot badges to access it. Raindrop, hotshot, playing Bee Swarm Simulator nonstop. Get. This place feels like an expensive jewelry store. I don't know why. Over here shoot, free star jelly? Bad. We got the 5 sprinklers: the basic sprinkler, the silver soakers, the golden gushers, the diamond trenchers, and the supreme saturator. Oh my god, 55 billion honey. Okay, that's crazy, so I'm hoping it's good. Oh yeah, it's good. With each sprinkler, you can place 1 with the basic, 2 with the silver, 3 with the golden, 4 with the diamond, and 1 with the supreme. Yeah, we all thought we could place 5 with the supreme because, you know, there's an ongoing pattern going on, but I guess not. But I like it that way because we could just place 1 and start farming instead of calculating where exactly on the field we want to place them. There's a bug where you could jump and place all of them on the same pads. Again, with each of the sprinklers, you'll be in very different parts of progression. You will also need 10 of each badge for each of the corresponding sprinklers. Oh yeah, sprinklers are an essential part of the game for sure. Moving on, right next to brown bear is the wealth clock. Every 30 minutes, you can claim a free ticket here and get a 1.01 times honey per pollen stat. But you gotta play the game for 30 minutes straight, and it resets if you leave the game. Kind of like the clock from Stranger Things. Hey, Mono Bear came back. He actually got on some new MBs, Mono Boots. Hey, give me that drip. Yeah, that drip. After completing his quest, he will give you his very own signed MBs. If you don't complete his quest on time, you can just buy them in the pro shop when he leaves in 28 days. It won't be the same original pairs of MBs, you know what I'm saying?
What?
During this time, Ane was updating once a month, but we enjoyed the slow progression so much. We actually took the time to grind and enjoyed every step of the process, unlike games today where everything is just so instant. Once you got the boots, you can walk faster, jump higher, and collect pollen wherever you walk. The boots give you some pretty cool boosts. These are the basic boots he gives you in your first 5 quests. The stats are OP, but no jump boosts just yet. Complete 5 more and he gives you the hiking boots with jump power. And lastly, the beekeeper's boots. Oh, I thought they were the Mono boots, but it's fine. These are OP. Now you can run away from BBM whenever he tries to get you. There were some new Roblox items in Roblox shop. If you want to instantly get 250 stingers, buy all 3 packs. Here are some more changes. Some more codes came out, giving pretty decent things. Oh yeah, almost forgot. The level cap was raised from level 10 to level 15. So to get a level 10 bee costed you 450 million, right? Well, to get a level 11 is 3 times that. What the hell is this scaling, bro? And a level 15 is 15 billion honey. What? Yep. 15 billion honey per bee. On it has officially gone mad. That means to get a full hive of level 15 bees is 750 billion honey. We're almost talking in the trillions of honey. What? Bro, no one is gonna reach this likely until next year. It's just way too expensive. For many players, level 10s were really hard to get, let alone level 15s. Oh my god, yeah, have fun trying to do that. The 45th hive stock costs how much? Oh, just a measly 20 billion. Yeah, it doesn't even seem that high of a number anymore because of the level 15 bees. Here are the leaderboards so far. Hey, thncxya at number 7 with 238 billion honey. Let's go. Whoa, SE Men's is at 500 billion honey. Oh my god, she is definitely gonna be the first one to hit 1 trillion from the looks of it. Maybe sometime early next year. Thank goodness they added sprinklers, bro. It literally made SE Men's double her honey in 1 month. But hopefully they add something so SE Men's can reach that goal much quicker. I kind of want items to be harder to get and way more valuable. Maybe if they didn't just cost honey. On November 25th, 2018, they added a new feature that would change the way we play the game forever. Crafting. He really did it. That sweet son of a biscuit added crafting to the game. This made the game a little like Minecraft in a way, because we can craft on a crafting table. It made it more challenging to buy gear. There were a bunch of new items we could craft up. Red extracts, blue extracts, glitter, glue, oil, and enzymes. You also could get them from quests and drops from mobs. We could also craft a couple other things like star jellies and gumdrops. You can go up and down in value of how much of the item you want to craft. It's actually in a blender, but it's called crafting. What a strange way to crafting. Can I add some milk in there and make it a milkshake? To craft the extracts, glues, enzymes, and oils is 50 of each of its specified fruits plus 10 royal jellies. That's a lot of materials to gather, low-key. This game has so much more reason to grind now, but I love it. To help get these items quicker, there was magic beans added to the game. They essentially plant sprouts. You can get them from defeating mobs to completing quests. You sadly can't craft them though, but you can buy them from this here magic bean shop that I would never touch in my life. One of these and 25 moon charms can make you a glitter, which you can use to then boost up the field to 100%. Even though you can use your items, I highly suggest you save up all your items, even your fruits now since this update came out. No more feeding your bees fruits unless you have over 10k of them and have a decent chance of gifting a bee needed for that sweet diamond star in there. There was so much new gear, like I'm talking 9 new accessories, 2 new guards, a new belt, and 6 new masks. What? This is what I believe to be the most workshoppiest update ever. The most fall-feeling update in all of Bee Swarm. Let's go one by one. First up behind the hotshot shop is the ace shop. You needed 15 ace badges to access this, but once you have them, you can go through and find 4 new items. The honey mask, the crimson and cobalt guard, and the honey belt. Woo! The guards' names are so fire. The next few accessories are the 3 mid-game masks. The fire, the bubble, and the honey mask. There's a mask for each hive color. The fire is for red, the bubble is for blue, and the honey is for white or mixed, to be honest. Basically, if you needed to do a certain color quest, you would pick your certain color mask. With the fire mask, you can attack very well. With the honey mask, you can convert really fast. And with the bubble mask, it gives you a ton more container space. These masks actually have something called passives. Now, passives in this game are extra abilities that bees and accessories can possess if you reach a certain requirement to activate it. The fire mask passive is basically flames and a plus sign that both damages mobs and collects a good amount of red pollen. And actually, for every red gifted bee you got, the flames get better. For the honey mask, the legendary coin scatter. It pretty much empties out a lot of your backspace and turns your pollen into honey tokens. So if you have any additional honey from tokens, stat boost or anything, you'll actually get more honey than you're supposed to in a coin scatter than converting. It's really good, especially for a future NPC bee that loves honey tokens. And the bubble mask, well, shoots out 3 bubbles and it's pretty lame, to be honest. You should definitely get the honey mask first. It will help you with most quests and definitely that star journey. There are 3 other masks that are considered to be the end game masks, and they will take you years to grind for. The demon, the diamond, and the gummy mask. The demon for red, the diamond for blue, and the gummy for white or mixed. Dude, just look at how much they cost. That'd be 500 stingers. Not only do we have to grab ourselves 250 stingers for vicious bee, we gotta get another 500. Yeah, demon mask, see you next year, dude. It's really OP and paired up with your vicious bee with a gifted rage and braid, and you got yourselves an instant supreme and amulet, because with this X flame ability, it summons a massive, I'm talking massive Exa flames, and those things deal damage, bro.
Did you hear the music? I don't know if you guys heard the music. It went like ba 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 ba.
Deals so much damage to mobs, and you can pretty much defeat anything in the game now. It's really good, but I would recommend saving up your stingers for vicious first if you don't have it already. The diamond mask. Smells like I found a diamond. This mask pretty much empties out all your bag space every 30 seconds. You will never fill up or need to rely on the one ticket instant conversion machine ever again. Because with this diamond drain passive, it literally empties out your whole backpack and instantly converts all the honey you got for you. Now the endgame mask you likely bought was the first gummy mask. I'd say it was the easiest out of the 3 to craft. It's the hardest main ingredients in terms of the glue and the glitter. However, it doesn't require 500 stingers or 5 whole diamond eggs. And definitely the diamond mask was definitely the last one you bought. I just know. Don't ask how, but I just know. The gummy mask basically made you need to have the gummy bee because its passive ability, Gummy Morph, required 4 required 40 boost tokens and it would activate the Gummy Morph. Once activated, the entire field gets absolutely covered in goo. And your gummy bee basically gets 10 times stronger for 10 seconds. I got the gummy mask first and it took me like 2 to 3 months to get it. Masks aside, there were 2 new bees, the stubborn and the carpenter bees.
Where are they?
They both possess a new ability and mechanic, pollen marks. They will put a pinpoint mark on the field, and if you stand on it, it grants bonus pollen. But the carpenter has pollen mark plus, so the range of the mark is much bigger. And the carpenter also has honey mark plus, which if you stand in the middle of its range, it will actively convert your honey as if you were at the hive. Conversion rate matters. Honeybee also got a honey mark ability, but it's not the plus version. So he's gonna get a couple of minutes of ads before watching his favorite shows. Why didn't it get? Carpenter is especially OP because it has both Polymark Plus and Honey Mark Plus. So if you got like 15 carps in your hive, the whole field would be absolutely covered in marks, causing you to stay in the field forever also. Have you ever wanted to talk to others but they spoke in a different language? This is not an ad segment. This is a mention of the translator. The translator was the almighty transition machine. Transition machine, what? Translation machine that you could get 3 of from Science Fair. But wait, I have a joke for you. You want to hear it?
No.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell it anyways. Why can a Science Fair understand the Filipino player? Because he wanted to go translate.
Just get up, bro.
After completing every 5 quests, he would give you one. And you can give a translator to 3 talking NPCs. Bucklebee, Riley Bee, and Stickbug. There were new NPCs that couldn't talk to you unless you gave them a translator so you could understand them. You would typically give the translator first to Riley and Bucko, since they were decent quest givers, giving you an extract and a few other goodies like a gifted golden egg and a gifted diamond egg. Finally, after 30 quests, there are no more Science Fair quests to this day. We will miss your quests, our dear friend Science Fair. Now he's just chilling every day. 31 science enhancement? PP! You would typically give your last translator to Stickbug. You can fight him and his babies for a bunch of goods like oils, enzymes, stingers, glitter, glue, and even eggs. Like everything in the game, basically.
I guess I do have to.
Come on, go, speed, go, sticky boy.
You had a 10-minute timer to try and kill him up to the highest level you can possibly get him to and try to get the best score you can get, with higher level attacking bees being the best. He hops from field to field after defeating his current level. He always starts at level 1 in the sunflower field. He can hop to most fields in the game, planting a totem in the ones he doesn't, which have a pretty good amount of HP, needing you to break it. A totem builds 25% defense for the Stickbug, and he can plant multiple at a time. Stickbug runs were the major new thing, and only became more and more major as updates followed. However, carps unfortunately aren't that good in the Stickbug challenge, so now the game is pretty much this. You either have plenty of carps and make some serious honey, or have a mixed hive with a gummy mask like a normal player would, or have a huge attack hive. With the Stickbug challenge came as little nymphs. These deadly gooners F you up so bad and always kill you, causing you to have to respawn all the time and wait like 59 seconds every time for your bees to wake up.
I just walked straight into a laser beam.
It's best to use an oil every time before the Stickbug challenge starts. They added an additional hive in the server, making 6 people in the server at a time. They also added a new field, the stump field. It consisted of a mix of pollen and a new boss, the stump snail.
Old Stumpy.
Guess how much HP it has? 25 million?
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
Why? Just why?
On it! 30 million HP! Are you going out of your mind? This is gonna take you a very long time to kill, no matter if you are an early game player that just unlocked the 10 bee zone, or if you have the demon mask with a level 15 vicious bee. This is gonna take quite some time. Luckily, we found out that we can just stay in the field in the middle with an auto clicker. This is because the snail doesn't actually go after you. Rather, it spins in a continuous circle on the outer layer of the field. If you AFK in the field for a couple nights, you should be able to kill it no problem. It also drops amulets. Here are the amulets and the odds of getting them. The amulet chances do not increase with baby love. However, the possible buffs do. Oh, Stumpy was a very nice addition to this update.
Get the fuck out.
The field also has badges. Here are the rewards and requirements for the stump field badge.
So this gives us pollen from tools. What on earth are tools?
Really?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the Demon Mask is located at a secret parkour area right next to the noob shop. A whole lava obby. Pretty fun. The Diamond Mask is located in a small hole where you have to wait for it to become nighttime so you can hop on over these moons. Also, when you have the Diamond Mask equipped, you can walk on the moons at any time. So it's kind of like a night mask at the same time, like a moon mask or something. And the Gummy Mask is actually located at the Gummy layer. A whole new area with Gummy accessories and the gooey gummy bear that we all know and love. And squeeze your head.
It has a glue spruce where every 24 hours you can claim and get either 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 glues, depending on what glue bears you have required. The Gummy Mask is right here. See? Oh my god! The Gummy Boots are 100 billion. Honey, what? I thought the Supreme Sprinkler was expensive.
This takes the cake.
And what is that? No, I know, 399 glues.
Yeah, only like 10 people had these boots back then. This was going to be the hardest item to get for nearly 4 years after. That's freaking insane. If you had these boots, you would be the best player in the game, period. If I had these boots, I would have ran so fast over to A City and raced against a decelerant. There was a new daily top honeymakers leaderboard along with a Riley and Bucko helper leaderboard and top stick buck score LB. Here's some more changes. Let's check out the leaderboards. Hold up. 1, 2, 13 digits? SD Mittens hit 1 trillion honey. This whole time while we were having fun just grinding for things, SD Mittens had already had it. Damn, talk about aura farming for real. SD Mittens was the first ever aura farmer, I think. She bought her 43rd hive slot before reaching 15 billion honey. Wait, how much did a 43rd hive slot cost again? Oh, okay. And how much total honey did thncxya have when he bought his? At 41 billion.
We're on the leaderboard. We are on the leaderboard.
I think the reason why she is number 1 is because she always prioritized her hive slots first, then her bees, then the equipment. She also started a serious way of grinding before anybody else. When everyone thought they were done with the update, like completing everything, SD Miz was grinding every day, probably on that mountaintop field. She only had like 600k container space at the time when she did it too. So that just means she must have converted her bag like 2,500 times. Right after she got all of her master badges for all of her fields, she went straight to the mountaintop. Unfortunately, you can only redeem the wealth clock now, only every hour. However, it stacks now, getting up to 5 tickets every 5 hours, but you can keep claiming it for 5 tickets every hour after the 5th. That's actually very, very good. Every 24 hours, you can get 120 tickets. So if you stayed up for 4 days straight, you could finally get an event. Me personally, I don't like pulling all-nighters, but the one day I did growing up was for Christmas because I really, really wanted to see Santa Bear at night. But wait, why is it snowing? On December 19th, 2018, Anna drops us the part 1 of the Christmas-themed Bee Swarm event with presents, a new bee, and Santa. There's so much snow everywhere, and the music sounds so scary, but I love it, bro. Santa for Bee Swarm was Bee Bear. Bee Bear gave you really easy quests, and every 3 that you complete, he gave you a present. You could give a present to every NPC in the game. And my present to y'all is this video. If you give a present to an NPC, they will give you a bunch of goodies and rewards. You can't give presents to the Gummy Bear or Bee Bear. If you give a gift to Onnit, he will bless you. I promise. There's actually a gift right behind Bee Bear, one on top of the honeycomb in the ace bag and on the other side of the moon parkour. Behind the top battle points LB, you have Bumblebee Man. You gotta believe in Bumblebee Man.
Do you believe in me?
No.
After you complete all of Bee Bear's quests, she gives you a festive bee egg. I think Bee Bear is a girl, right?
Why are you still trying to put her in your videos, bro? Just get out already, God!
The festive bee is a jolly bee who loves giving gifts. It has a new ability, Festive Gift. It gifts every player in the server 5 goodies, like treats, tickets, and one time, a star treat. Its gifted high bonus is an enhanced festive gift, which gives you better rewards. It was definitely a very good time of the year. On December 25th, 2018, the part 2 of the Christmas event came on Christmas of 2018. Merry Beesmas to the ones watching this on Christmas. Onnit gives you something. Hi, I'm the developer of Bee Swarm. He gave you a really cool boost called the Honey Day Boost, which gives you 48 hours of double pollen and double conversion rate. Hold up, wait, this is actually OP. Basically 4x the honey for 2 days. This was seriously insane. Also, BBM now has quests for you to complete. In order to even attempt his first quest, you must complete all of the Bee Bear's quests beforehand. His first quest, I swear to God, was the easiest quest I've ever seen in my life. His next one was was one of the hardest quests so far though. He needed you to complete 5 of Riley and Bucko's quests, which at the time I only gave the translator to Buckobee. 250 sticky tokens was easy, but Stump Snail took me like 2 nights to kill. I wasn't ahead enough in Science Bear's quest. You pretty much needed to be on his 26th quest at least. Only 300k people actually completed this quest, while 800,000 completing all of Bear's quests. BBM's rewards were actually insane. A festive bean? What's that? It was OP is what it was. You could plant it, growing a festive sprout. It did take a while to destroy it, but when it pops, you can get unlimited amounts of instant conversion and 1.5x pollen. Holy crap, wait, 100% instant conversion? Players would buy festive beans and have festive parties with 100 instant conversion all day long and make hundreds of billions of honey. They were game breaking. Every bit of pollen that ability tokens pick up instantly gets converted into honey. And if you're making like 100 million from a pretty good boost, you're easily making like 5 to 10 billion from a festive bean. I'll tell you that. You could also buy them. You could buy one for 250 Robux. And there were 3 new Robux shop packs too, with the most expensive one containing a festive bean. Some people even went out of their way to purchase all 5 on multiple accounts and have their main accounts take all the loot and instant conversion tokens. It was stupidly broken, and this was how players would exploit getting hundreds of billions of honey daily. Players like Mayra Shark did this, and he quickly became number 2 on the leaderboards, like really quickly. Thinking like a week or 2 or something like that. He was one of my favorite Bee Swarm and BGS YouTubers, by the way. On February 1st, 2019, the Honeybee update came. Beesmas was removed. It lasted a good month and a half. Honeybee came to the game too. No, not Honeybee. The Honeybee NPC. He gave you quests about collecting honey tokens, with each requirement going up by 500 honey tokens. He gives a permanent amount of quests too. He doesn't need a translator to talk to, by the way. Also, after completing one of his quests, you get 2x convert rate for 30 minutes. Every 5th quest gets that and a special reward, such as glitter, magic beans, and every 10 gives star jellies. Very OP. So derpy too. Oh my god. Derpity derp 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 get slurper derp. Mobs now drop their rewards as tokens, except for the Vicious and Stump Snail. They added a Valentine's code with a bunch of sweet goods, and now there's announcements for when players earn a new badge. On February 23rd, 2019, Bee Swarm won the Bloxy Awards for Game of the Year, Best Gameplay, and the Best Social Group for Roblox's 6th annual Bloxy event. On It will definitely stay true to Bee Swarm now. And for a short time, On It was teasing us with so many new decals, and we were just super eager and excited to see what On It had in store for us. Wait a minute. Blueberry Field? He even gave us the best code yet, the birthday code. Basically the Honey Day event, but for Bee Swarm's birthday. On April 5th, 2019, there was a bunch of balances and changes, such as changed gifted high bonuses, accessory stats, badge stats, and many more changes to the overall game. They added 2 new items, 2 new tools, and 2 new backpacks. The micro converter can instantly convert all of your pollen. It's really useful, but there's a limit to 15 in the inventory, sadly. Field dice were one of the new items, and you can use them to boost a random field in the game for 15 minutes. You can use as many as you want until every field in the game is ×5. Yeah, they nerfed it from 10x to 5x, which is fine, I guess, because we are way stronger than we were before, you know what I'm saying? The tools? I just said tools. What the hell's wrong with me? The 2 new tools were subpar at best. 20 million for the golden rake and 60 million for the spark staff. To be honest, the golden rake was cool, but the spark staff, trashes. There was a new thing in the field, leaves. If you collected pollen from them, they would give you a treat based on the field. For example, if you collected a leaf from the pineapple patch, you would get pineapples. Regulate pineapple. There were 2 new bags, the red and blue portal hives, which each gave a ton of capacity and were pretty cheap. Black Bear had 20 new hard quests that gave you a star jelly in the end. Wait, just a star jelly? On to the next. On April 7th, 2019, Bee Swarm's first Easter event came. There was a new quest for each NPC besides Honeybee and the BBM. All of their quests were quite easy. I don't remember it really being hard or anything. That's what she said. What? For Brown Bear, you needed to give him 3 plastic eggs. I thought this was a very nice touch. I wasn't expecting anything back then as a 14-year-old, but now I kind of would have wanted there to be like a silver, golden, and diamond egg scattered across the map too. And maybe like a daily server-wide search for a mythical egg somewhere random on like a random server somewhere. Server hopping and shit. And that egg would grant you like 1,000 tickets, a star tree, and like 100 star jellies or something. That would have been absolutely insane. Holy mythical pull though. There were 2 new items, the jelly beans and the marshmallow bees. They were both freaking insane, but the jelly beans were absolutely broken. There were so many good buffs you could get stacked upon each other. They will remain broken for a while. You actually had to give 3 marshmallow bees to the egg hunt info to get you the flight of the bumble egg, which right now is going up in value like crazy. I still have mine, and I still had it since the beginning, and it's worth 1,000 Robux right now. Don't rob me. I'm gonna keep all my limited. Shoot. No, not that. Shoot. When can I be that? The more balances and changes occurred.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the
On May 13th, 2019, the Easter event was removed, but the jelly beans and marshmallow bees stayed. They replaced luck with lowk, still being the same thing. I think this might just be the shortest update ever, to be honest. There wasn't a single update 4 months after, just a bunch of codes. Going months and months without updates. But to be honest, this is the only game that can get away with this kind of thing, since we love this game so much. Bee Swarm's fan base is definitely the strongest fan base in all of Roblox.
Oni was born on Christmas Eve. I didn't even know that.
On September 28th, 2019, a brand new update came. Finally, after 4 long months, it gave me a long time to grind up all of my bees to level 10 and get 45 hive slots. Also, I was playing a bunch of BGS at the time.
Imagine if my gifted fish bee is basically the same chance as the shiny fallen angel.
Oh my god, bro. Opening the 400 million egg for the platinum overlords and trying to get that goddamn kraken was so nostalgic. Anyways, look at the bottom of the screen. We got some Minecraft hotbar situation going on down there. No, not down there. Not that down.
Watching TV. We are watching TV. Yep. That's what we're doing. We're watching TV.
There was a whole new zone, the 35 bee zone. 2 new flowers came with it. Coconut field and the pepper patch. Both of these fields got the triple flowers in them, making them some of the best fields to grind in. Coconut field had white flowers and the pepper patch had red flowers. There was a new quest giver, Spirit Bear, the old man bear. Old fart. He gets pretty challenging and time-consuming quests that involve getting leaves, touching fireflies, and using expensive and hard to get and make items. He has 30 total quests, giving you a spirit petal every 10 quests. Y'all remember those share your jelly bean quests? Another piece of nostalgia right there. Spirit petals were a new item in the game where you can donate them to the wind shrine. You can only get 3 spirit petals in the entire game, all from Spirit Bear's quests. The wind shrine is a new mechanic in the game where you can donate your items in your inventory and in turn get field wins and other goods like treats and jelly beans. The rarer the item donated, the better the wins and rewards. Wins were boosted separate from a field boost that boosted your instant conversion from the field. 1 times wins was a 25%, and every extra multiplier of wind added an extra 5% to the total. So 10x wins will give you 75% instant field conversion for that specific field. That's crazy.
I don't even know how thncxya didn't even get 10x wins even after donating a star egg.
10x wins must have been very hard to get back then. Field wins only lasted for 15 minutes, by the way. The same amount of time a boost back then used to be. This gave more incentive to holding onto our eggs and to not using special items. If you try and donate another spirit petal, the wind shrine will give it back. You can only use the 3 spirit petals in these 3 ways. First, donating it to the wind shrine. You unlock having the possibility of getting a windy bee. It was such an OP bee, and still the hardest and most time-consuming bee to get still to this day. Dang, it literally rips out a freaking tornado and destroys the whole field. It's 100% needed for Sprout Party. It was such an OP bee and still the hardest and most time-consuming bee to get still to this day. Probably harder to get than a maxed out digital bee. That might be cap. I don't know. Wait, digital bee didn't even come out yet, so shut, Manny, shut. From now on, every time you donate something to the wind shrine, you're giving a favor. This is what increases the odds of you getting a windy bee. In order to get the windy bee, however, is by donating cloud vials. You can get them from defeating wild windy bees. They spawn in these specific fields, growing level every time you attack them till they run out of HP. If you dealt enough damage, it will give you a cloud vial and a ton of goods. I'm talking a ton. The more damage you deal to them, the better the rewards, by the way. You could get a shit ton of tickets from them too. Every time we would kill the windy bee up to level 10, we would get we'd each get like 30 tickets every windy bee. Once you've collected your 10 cloud vials, because that was the max amount you could have, you can donate them and have a really good chance of getting the windy bee. Not a really good chance, actually. In fact, it's a 0.05% base chance of getting windy bee from donating a cloud vial. Talk about BGS odds, bro.
Yo, bro, man, you're gonna get demonetized.
Bro, it's gonna taste like the ground beef for the spaghetti.
Here was some items given favor. You need about 1 million favor for the wind shrine to guarantee you a windy bee. The only item in the game that will give you 1 million favor is a star treat. So after you give it a star treat, the next time you even use 1 cloud vial, you should get yourself a windy bee. Or you can slowly donate random items and eggs and get windy bee in like 3 years, like me back in 2019. The wind shrine is like the most complex mechanic in the game, and it will take you forever to talk about it. So let's go back to spirit petals. The other 2 things you can use your spirit petal on are for the petal wand and the petal belt in this little white HQ zone. It's not officially the white HQ for Bee Swarm, but I just call it that. Actually, it might be. The petal wand was the new best tool, and the petal belt was the new best belt. We all actually used our first spirit petal on the petal wand because it was just that OP. Don't lie, I know you did too. I know you did. I know. It had a new OP convert ability that made your bees instantly convert some pollen from your bag from a Shoryuken. It allowed us to finally start AFKing field. It was also a code coconut crab in the coconut field. It has 250,000 HP, but it was level 11. And it was pretty expensive going from level 10 to 11, so I had to kill it with my level 10 bees. It took like 10 minutes or something. There was a glitch where you could AFK the crab if you didn't feel like spending the time doing that, or spending the honey leveling up your bees. It dropped very OP rewards like star jellies and tons of coconuts and tropical drinks. There was a new item that actually boosted white pollen and gives crit chance too. It's pretty useful, but don't use it. Because inside the coconut cave was the coconut shop, where it has the coconut boots and a coconut canister. The boots were worse than the gummy boots, but they were there for players like everyone besides SD Mints and thncxya that couldn't afford the gummy boots. 999 glues was just way too expensive. I mean, even Gummy Bear said it. And 100 billion honey as well? Nah. These boots only cost you 10 billion, and they were very good.
What are those? They're coconut clogs, of course.
It actually has a passive where if you use a coconut and catch it, you and your bees will get so much faster. The bag, however, is the best bag in the game with passives that gives the player a shield. This bag is a literal freaking coconut. It looks so cool, man. Also, there were two new mobs, the aphids and the jelly bean bugs. The aphids were critters that popped out randomly that have a time limit to kill them in 10 seconds. One time I got a diamond egg from defeating a diamond aphid. Legend has it, there are gifted aphids. There was a new prize game called the Memory Match, and there were 4 of them scattered across the field. I mean, the map, not the field. What? If you can match an item, you keep it. That's simple. You can also get a star tree on the night one, apparently. Sunbear came back and gave you quests on collecting jelly beans from the jelly bean bugs. The max field boost was nerfed to 3x, sadly, since we were getting a little too OP. But we will soon get even more OP, though. So good calling on it. There were quite a bit more bounce changes as well. One of the most anticipated updates ever. A bunch of new codes came out while waiting patiently for a new update.
thncxya buys is 46 high slot costing 46 billion. It's 47th high slot costing 111 billion. It's 48th high slot costing 285 billion.
So yeah, we've got a bear, we've got the king beetle, we've got, I think that's a vicious bee, and we've also got the windy bee.
On December 22nd, 2019, a new Beesmas update came with a new bee rarity, Mythics. Oh my brokenness. These bees were absolutely game-breakingly delusionally incredible. Like, these bees are really something out of a Thanksgiving dinner.
Really? A Thanksgiving dinner? That's what you could come up with?
I don't know. I was just really excited about the Mythic bee update. I don't know. There were 3 new Mythic bees. The spicy bee, the vector bee, and the tadpole bee. Each bee representing a color each. To get a Mythic bee, you can either hatch them from a Mythic egg, a diamond egg, or using star jellies. To make it easier to get a Mythic bee from star jellies, on it added an auto royal jelly setting with multiple different options to get a legendary, a random gifted, a random legendary, or a mythic, and a gifted mythic. Mess with these configurations at the cost of your royal jellies, though.
Yes!
Each Mythic bee has its very own special ability, stronger if gifted. The Spicy bee gave rage and its ability was flames, which collected a truckload of red pollen. It would light 6 flames around where the token was collected and summon 2 fire bees, 2 levels under your Spicy bee. If gifted, it had flame fuel. Flame fuel spills onto new activated flames on the field for 15 seconds, making them last longer than me and instantly converting 1% of your total backspace. On top of the X-Flame ability, which lights 29 flames, if you can summon 71 more flames within those 15 seconds, it's basically converting your entire bag while you're on the field still grinding for honey. Wait. Your whole bag? Yep. That's insane. Oh, it gets even crazier than that. We will get into how it does in a bit, though. Its gifted high bonus was 20% flame duration. The Necrosive, stop it. The tadpole bee gives blue boost, and its ability was to summon frogs. Each frog would go around the field summoning bubbles around the field for 20 seconds with an additional 2 seconds per level. Its gifted ability summons golden frogs and golden bubbles, which pop more blue pollen. And if it was gifted, it would give baby love just as often as baby bee would. Its gifted high bonus was a 25% bubble duration. Actually, this and the vector bee are the only gifted high bonuses that haven't changed yet. And vector bees. Woo, the vector bees, man. Just look at this, bro. A big old triangulate. Wow, I've never seen anything more beautiful than this triangulation of dimensional greatness triangulation before. The triangulate collects so much pollen. It's so crazy. You can even go outside of the field with this. Imagine if the vector bee was super fast and you just collected the whole field. Oh my god. It collects all the pollen the triangulate can triangle. It also has pollen mark plus, but not honey mark plus, unfortunately. So you still need some carpenters in your hive. Why did I say that? That's shut. Okay, brother. Its gifted ability was the mark surge. This can become an absolute monster pollen machine. It pretty much collects all of the pollen from any mark on the field. So let's say there was like 20 marks all across the field. It would pretty much take out the whole entire field, bro. Crazy. Oh my crazy buzz. Its gifted high bonus was 15% pollen mark duration. Back to Beesmas though. Every NPC had quests again. Bee Bear has returned once again. Aww. Who are they? Those are cup buddies. They are your new, cute, and adorable companions that can follow you everywhere and collect tokens for you, and occasionally summon 5 tokens of goodies. One time, there were 5 star jellies. I don't know where the hell this little fucker found them, though. God. Complete your first 10 quests and you get the black cup buddy. Complete your last 10 quests and you get the bee cup buddy. These cup buddies were very cool, and I wish we could equip multiple at once. However, we could only just equip one at a time. Otherwise, it would have turned into BGS, which I wouldn't have minded, to be honest. There was a new Christmas tree that needed 12 ornaments for the 12 days of Beesmas. In order to get those ornaments, you had to complete the NPC quest. Each of the 12 NPCs gave you an ornament, obviously except for Bee Bear, but also Gummy Bear and Honeybee. As you complete these challenging Beesmas quests, you can open up ornament gifts scattered all across the map. There were 12 different gift boxes, starting from 3 all the way up to 12. 6 festive beans? Dang! And a bunch of really high-end eggs. We will get into atomic treats soon. As you collect these ornaments, they will go on the Beesmas tree, giving you boosts such as extra capacity and certain field buffs. Here are what all the ornaments give. Once you have all the ornaments on the tree, you have officially completed Beesmas. Everyone is happy and is having a very jolly good time. A bee can now have radiation, which can actually lead them to being mutated if you feed them a certain item, bitterberries. If you feed a bee bitterberries while radiated, it will become mutated. To get them radiated is with a neon berry. When the bee is mutated, it will have a mutation of sorts. It's truly not worth going for mutated bees at the moment because the bee loses their mutation after royal jellying them. You can instantly mutate them, not radiated, with an atomic tree. There were 3 new Beesmas bundles with tons of goodies like atomic treats and festive beans. Also, there was the cute little noob cup buddy, the first Roblox noob cup buddy. It was really cool and one of my favorites for sure, and it just looks so goddamn cute. Like, why? Why does something have to be this adorable for? Why? Also, the box of frogs came, literally containing a box of frogs. Unfortunately, festive beans got nerfed pretty hard though. So you can only get a max festive blessing and Beesmas here are 5 minutes now, and you can't share festive beans anymore, meaning you can only collect all of your tokens from your own festive beans. So it's not as OP because you can't make alts and buy them. Honestly, I kept this and not had a cap on the festive blessings, and Beesmas here said on it could have made a bigger bag, but you would rather balance the game and make it good. Then monetization. Good on you, on it, honestly. Good on you, bro. This is why you're the best dev, bro. Seriously. On it, if you're watching this video, we all love you so much, on it. Thank you so much for making this great game. The max level cap was raised from 15 to 20 and costed, get this, 400 billion honey to level up a single bee from level 19 to 20. What the heck, dude? I need to lock in hard and make my honey, bro. And BBM this year was just straight up hell. Me personally, I was not trying to pop 33,333 bubbles, bro. We all thought it was a typo. And the 22 billion Stumpsdale pollen? Yeah, I was far too weak to do anything like that. I even tried to AFK in there when I only made 40 million pollen. It was only 3 days of Beesmas left, so I just said screw it and I didn't try to complete it. They also added the debug sprout, which on it planted ever so often during Christmas. They were the most OP sprouts in the game, giving you tons of weird buggy buffs, glitching the field a ton, and giving you so many items. Wait, what's going on? Why are schools getting shut down? What the hell is a Zoom call? On February 10th, 2020, Beesmas was removed and COVID was introduced. We all had a very rough time through COVID, but not me. Honestly, COVID was the greatest time of my life. I had all this time to play my favorite games all day long, and I even tried to make videos on Bee Swarm and other games too. Of course, I got views in the hundreds and barely any subs, but I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about how fun it was to do something like that and learning how to edit. I remember the Simon playing Among Us for hours every couple days. I remember the good old 2020 Fortnite. I remember moving into a nice small family single house days before COVID struck. The white lighting everywhere made us really feel like we made it. COVID memories were my favorite. This is likely never gonna happen again in the history of ever.
You will find my love. Yeah, give my phone, you.
Also, it's quite depressing to think that we are completely done with the creativeness and the advancing of game and technology. If you think about it, it was more fun going through and figuring out and developing newer and newer graphics. But now that everything tries to be 4K, I feel like there's no more of that type of gaming, you know what I mean? It's alright though, because we have indie games, no-G games still. And we still got Bee Swarm. I just don't think there will be new games that will ever be as fun as the old ones. This is why I bought a Switch 2 and will probably only be playing Nintendo games for a while. Are you making a documentary about Bee Swarm? Remember? Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm not gonna lie, guys. There was absolutely nothing added to this update. However, McPros of YouTube realized something about the spicy bees. You notice that since gifted spicy bees can spill fuel and instantly convert 1% of your backspace per flame, he just simply slowly worked his way up to getting as many gifted spicy bees as he could. Over time, he went from getting millions to billions and even trillions of honey super quick. He never needed to go back to the hive. He quickly reached his way up to the #1 spot on the leaderboards. He did this all after Beesmas, by the way, which less people played and there was less buffs. On April 6, 2020, Bee Swarm's second national egg hunt began. Sunbear returns with new quest to have yourself the swarming egg of the hive item. It's a pretty good limited, ranging from 400 to 625 Robux. Also, the egg hunt quests were added for Black Bear, Brown Bear, and Mother Bear. There was a new mob in the game, chicks. They would need to be captured for the Easter quest. There were also 2 new permanent chicks, the Mondo and the Commando chicks. The Mondo chick now spawns every hour on the mountaintop, having 300k HP and is level 8. You have to kill it within 15 minutes, but for some reason, it takes 333 damage a second without anybody or anything doing any damage to it. Maybe there's a secret ghost beam? If nobody does a single damage to it, it will just simply jump out of the field and run somewhere. Then eventually you get bugged out and gets back inside of a big old egg. If you kill him quicker than 30 seconds, that's a pretty good chance to drop a mythic egg. The Commando chick is the little one that throws bombs at you and gives you tokens every kill. But at the 100th time of killing it, the Commando chick's HP is a staggering 18 million, the second highest amount of HP a mob has. Thankfully, you could just AFK it right here. It's level 18, so good luck defeating it. On April 12, 2020, the Fuzzy Bee came to the game. It was the field pollinator. No, not to pollinate flowers to help them grow back, but to level up the flowers. You remember how the best flowers were the triple flowers? Now, there's a bigger flower and a star flower. The big flower gets 4x the amount of honey, and the star flower gets 5x the amount of honey as the small flower. That's why you need to get a Fuzzy Bee and gift it. Its main ability is fuzz bombs. There are these buzz bombs that actually move around, and you have to touch them to pollinate the flowers. Its gifted ability was to pollinate, where the whole field pretty much gets pollinated a bit. In order to really pollinate the whole field, you need a ton of Fuzzy Bees. But if you have the time and dedication, you can actually make a decent all account full of Fuzzy Bees to pollinate the field. More on that later. Here's some of the bounces made to some of the gear. On May 2nd, 2020, Black Bear has a new Mythic egg quest line with 20 new challenging quests. These quests were super hard and very time consuming. Straight up pollen from bad fields. Then his second and last quest was the hardest one of them all. 600 million from the coconut field. Well, it's not so bad as long as you kill the coconut crab, right? 600 from the stump field. Oh god, no. I didn't feel like killing the old stumpy all the time, so I just didn't do it for like 2 weeks, then gave in. The final one may seem intimidating with 50 million pollen from all fields, but it's actually pretty easy. Then the Mythic egg is yours. This was a lot of people's first Mythic bees, including my first 2. If you completed 300 brown bear quests, you would receive the brown buddy cup skin.
Yo, my son got drip, yo.
Next to brown bear were the top brown bear helpers leaderboard. There was a new item added, purple potions. It was a combination of all the extracts and glue with a 1.25x capacity. It was a really good item, but quite expensive to craft. Thankfully, no item in the game required these. Yes. On June 6, 2020, there was a new game-changing update that truly changed the game forever. The Supreme Star Amulet. Bro, this has gotta be the most insane, craziest thing that has ever been added to Bee Swarm. This single mechanic determined how you will play this game now. Bee Swarm is no longer about doing quests. Bee Swarm is no longer about interacting with people.
Excuse me, Chef Pee-Pee.
It's not even about discovering all the bees anymore, or having one of every bee in the game. Rares, epics, and legendaries, mythics, and even events. We sadly, unfortunately, had to get rid of our events that we had for so long. I mean, we basically carried these bees with us since they first came out back in 2018, 2 years ago. Bee Swarm will forever now always be about making the most amount of honey possible, breaking the game as many ways as possible now. The Supreme Star Amulet was the 5th star amulet above the rest. In order to acquire such an amulet, you need to discover 40 different gifted bee types. The easiest way to discover those 40 different gifted bee types is to get all of the gifted rares, epics, and legendaries, and then use your 2 free star eggs that you've gotten from Mother Bear and Panda Bear to get 2 gifted mythics. Now you want to make sure you discovered all your gifted rares, epics, and legendaries first before using those star eggs, because the game won't give you a gifted mythic unless you discover all the other bees first. Trust me, I tried this with 2 alts. On my first alt, I needed to discover a gifted lion bee and all the mythics. I used it gave me the gifted lion. On my second alt, I needed a gifted music and all the mythics. I used it and got a gifted music. Either this is crazy unluckiness, or on it made it so you cannot get a gifted mythic unless you discovered all your other bee rarities first. You should have all your gifted events by now. 9 if you don't own a bear bee. You needed your gifted bee types in your hive for them to count towards the Supreme Star Amulet. But a way around this is when you're ready to get that pop star, which means you have 9 gifted events, 2 star eggs, and 300 billion honey saved up. Yes, 300 billion honey. You have enough to roll at least 5 times, like 50 billion honey, just in case you don't get that pop star the first few tries. Then you can rediscover all of your gifted rares, epics, and legendaries again with 250 billion honey. You're now at 50 billion honey and 38 different gifted bee types discovered. You can then use your 2 star eggs to get 2 gifted mythics, and just like that, you've gotten yourself 40 different gifted bee types. Now we can summon for a Supreme Star Amulet.
That's alright.
They gave passives so powerful they might just call it a honey simulator. There are are 6 different passives. The 3 main ones are the Scorching Star, Gummy Star, and Pop Star. They all represent their corresponding pollen colors. For every 30th red boost token collected will come the Scorching Star in all its glory. Stay near flames to grow your scorch as high as possible, growing your red pollen and instant conversion. For every 30th blue bomb token will come the Pop Star. Pop as many bubbles as you can before the time runs out while growing your blue pollen and capacity. And for the Gummy Star, there's a 2% chance when you use a gum drop, it'll summon the Gummy Star, scattering goo all across the field. Pairing this with the Gummy Mask ability will make your goo collection like Candy Crush. So to Sack it to be specific. The other 3 are side passes, which are the Star Saw, the Guiding Star, and the Star Shower. Here are what each Supreme Star passive does. When you summon 1 for 10 billion honey, you can get one of these passives. But you actually have a 2% chance of summoning a Supreme Star Amulet with a double passive. I wish it could be a double Scorch, but it can only have 2 different ones at a time. 3 main ones we are familiar with are the Scorch Saw, Gummy Saw, and the Pop Shower. Getting a double passive will cost on average of 500 billion honey to acquire. And if you want a specific combination in them, it will cost anywhere from your first attempt to 100 trillion honey if you're super unlucky. What came with these Supreme Star Amulets were insane boosts as well. They each came with 2.5x capacity and 5 other boosts. Here are what the perfect Supreme Star Amulets were at the time to get. And to get a perfect one can cost, get this, quadrillions of honey. Yeah, we are not going for that anytime soon, however. I highly recommend going for Pop Star first. You can build your blow and make way more honey than what you would have made with Scorching Star. Trust me on this, guys. It's not worth going for a Scorch, then turning all your Spices gifted. I made only like, not even joking, 10 billion a boost. Probably because they nerfed Spices, but Pop Star is just so much better, bro. Trust me, guys, you don't want to feel trapped in your red hive because you spent so many tickets on gifting Spices that you later realize it was a massive mistake and you gotta get set back a bit and go for blue. I didn't go for blue until 2 years later in 2022. So for 2 years, I was digging myself in a very deep hole, boosting for 10 billion honey, then hoping I would get a double Scorch Saw. Because with this, making honey with red is actually way better. Like 500 billion plus a boost. However, when you're first getting your Supreme Star Amulet, please go for Pop Star. The reason why I felt like I had to keep mine was because it was my first ever one and it was a Scorch Gummy. I legit thought I had the best amulet ever and I never wanted to change it. How dumb of my little 15-year-old brain, bro.
1.21% convert rate. It's okay.
When you boost with Pop Star, you would be making like hundreds of billions of honey a boost, making honey really fast and eventually getting all 50 bee slots and leveling up all your bees to level 20. But I was stuck with 48 bee slots because I simply could not save up 767 billion honey. Because every time I would make honey, I always felt like because my hive was super red and spicy that I needed to go for a Scorch Saw every time I had 10 billion honey. But enough of that. Pretty much Gummy Star wasn't all that for now because it didn't really make sense to be a white hive at the moment. It was just way too expensive to get a crazy amount of gum drops, like 100k or so people stuck with being red and blue. There was 6 new leaderboards in their perspective HQs for daily and all time. There was new item, the Super Smoothie. It gave 1.5x capacity and improved boost from every item for 20 seconds. It was hella OP and paired this with jelly beans and a marshmallow bee with 3x pepper field boost and 6 times pepper winds and a Vesta bean. Why not? There were mythic meteor showers, which you can activate for a server-wide event if you discover 3 mythic bee types. If you're underneath a meteor, you can get a bunch of goods, with the smallest meteors giving you star jellies, glitters, gifted diamond eggs, mythic eggs, and even a star tree and star eggs. Jesus, they were hella OP. Also, at first, they would collect a shit ton of pollen for you and instantly convert them. Like, I'm talking billions of honey for no reason. Even a player with no bees can collect like 10 total from the beginner fields and make around 10 to 100 million honey. This was crazy. So on alert. What? On alert? What the fuck? This is crazy. So on it nerfed it later. Still really OP though. Here's some of the other things on it changed. On November 23rd, 2020, the Ready Player 2 event came. Completing the puzzles led you to the How to Basic What?
Hey, Vsauce. Michael here.
The How to Roblox basic item. There was a new NPC bee, the digital bee. He had you go through these very fun and confusing quests and puzzles for you to figure out for a star jelly. And that's actually what these prawn cogs were here for.
To reveal the secrets, put these on. It's not fair. I used to be a bee in a hive. I used to have a beekeeper play with me every day. Helped him grind honey and defeat mobs. I made him proud. I can't believe we don't do that anymore. I'm going to destroy all the bees.
This is very Digital Bee leaves and will return on a later date. On December 25th, 2020, Merry Christmas, by the way, if you're watching this on Christmas, the 3rd annual Beesmas event came. It introduced a brand new game mechanic, Beequips. Beequips were new gear that the bee can use. Since you can use gear, the bees will too. There can only be one Beequip attached to a bee at a time. You can have up to 15 Beequip slots, with the rest of them going to the Beequip archives. You can get ornaments from all NPCs again. Bee Bear actually gives you the presents instead of the NPCs, and it's up to you to give a present to every NPC in the game. They were all super fun to get. Yeah. And after giving each NPC a present, they will reward you with their ornaments. Here's what the ornaments gave this year. After completing their quest, they would allow you to use their special dispensers and abilities. With Blackberry came the Honey Wreath, where you can instantly convert all your honey into tokens. With Mother Bear's Gingerbread House came with a new item, Gingerbread. If fed to any bee in the game, it had a 1% chance of gifting that bee. So if you had like 100 of them, that's like a really good chance of getting a gifted, pretty much. Yeah.
1,030.
You can just use them until gifted like I did, or use 1 or 5 at a time like a lot of players did. The Gingerbread House stored 1 every 2 hours, and you could claim them whenever you wanted, but you may accidentally claim them at the 3-hour 59-minute 59-second mark, and you could only get 1, not 2. I would just not touch it unless you absolutely need gingerbread, or if it's like coming to the end of Beesmas pretty much. And you gotta be in the game for the timer to tick. Robo Bear's Beesmas stocking allowed you to claim 3 random Beequips, with better Beequips having lower odds. Candy Bear's Snow Bear machine allowed you to build a snow bear and rip it to pieces. It started at level 1, and every time you killed your snow bear, it would go up a level infinitely. There is no snow bear cap. Anyone on the map can help you also. Snow bear would drop snowflakes randomly and when he dies. A new item used to provide 25% more capacity for 8 seconds and gives buffs what stacks up to 100% for the same amount of capacity but better stat boost. Satellite. I just said beast.
Satellite.
Oh my god.
Never really made satellites.
Oh, stand still. Come here, stand still.
People were getting a level 28 snow bear. How in the fuck? Size Bear gave you Beesmas lights, which is pretty much like a light version of Star Shower. Minecraft Light. Polar Bear gave you a feast. On it gave you a few bees with either a level 20 bumblebee or a level 20 baby bee. And here's what it could drop. Riley Bee's candles gave you red extracts and stingers. Bucklebee's snowflake machine summoned a crazy ton of snowflakes all across the map. There were so many new cool Beequips with a ton of different stats and quirks to them. Hear what the Beequips gave and what bees they could be on. Like Neon.
Yep. You are a fat ass.
Beequips also had a strength amount. The higher the strength, the better the Beequip. There's no right way to improve them. Bee Bear's catalog allow you to spend your snowflakes and gingerbreads on amazing items like gifted eggs and festive beans. On January 29, 2021, Beesmas Part 2 came with 5 new Bee Bear quests, giving you the Festive Wreath, which was a new Beequip. The Festive Wreath allowed for the Festive Bee to plant a Festive Mark, which if the player stand on, got some items and Festive Mark blessing, including some red pollen multipliers. Honeybee, Gummy Bear, Stickbug, and Spirit Bear came on aboard the Beesmas train with their own ornaments as rewards for completing their Beesmas quests. Completing Honeybee's quest would upgrade the Honey Wreath to a gifted Honey Wreath. Completing Gummy Bee's quest would give you access to shoot his huge cannon onto random fields. Hey yo, is that hey yo? I don't know, is that hey yo? Completing Spirit Bear's new quest would decorate the Wind Shrine into the Galentine Shrine. If you donated 25,000 strawberries, you would have the Galentine buff. It was super OP with a ton of red pollen multipliers. Stickbug put a hat on all the nymphs, making them festive. If you kill enough festive nymphs, you can get a full stack of festive nymph blessing, which had a ton of red pollen multipliers. What's up with all these red pollen multipliers? I don't know, but one guy realized this and switched to red. Got all of his red stats up and made some serious honey. In fact, he was the first person ever to reach 1 quadrillion honey. And that was ELO. He realized that even with every buff in the game, including Super Smoothies, the Galentine Blessing, the Festive Nymph Blessing, and plenty of OP jelly beans, specifically the Periwinkle for 2x pollen, his red multipliers were crazy high, way higher than blue and white would ever reach. ELO had every buff in the game, planted a Festive Bean, activated a 3x Mushroom, had his 3 alt Gumdrop Jelly Bean, and sprinkle up the whole field and make sure he always consistently had Baby Love, Melody, Bearmore, Focus, a whole marked up field, and much more that you don't even think about when running a boost. With all of his really OP amulets, some of the best amulets for being red, and a guiding star giving him 2.5x pollen and capacity. Yeah, it's pretty much safe to say he's gonna make a buttload of honey in this 30 minutes boost. How much do you think he made? 1 trillion? 5? 10? Nope. Not even close. And he just hit 1 quadrillion too not too long ago, so you could expect him to maybe hit like 25 trillion if the boost was good, right? Wow. He made 250 trillion off that one boost. What the fuck? 250 250 trillion. An amount I never thought I would ever be able to reach in my whole Bee Swarm career, all in the span of 30 minutes. Red was just too freaking OP, and it really showcased the power of the jelly beans. His peak red multipliers was at 58,613,936%, and his peak pollen multipliers was just at 1,000,000. God, 1,000,000% basically. This is literally insane. How can numbers be this high in Bee Swarm? It just is. This is what I believe to be the craziest boost ever. He just hit a quadrillion total honey recently, and now grows up that by like 25% in one boost. Imagine if that was my honey. Bro's definitely beating Elon Musk in honey making.
I am become me.
Okay, guys. BBM this year needed you to collect a grand total of more than 400 billion blue pollen. But I was still stuck being a solo scorch though, so that sucks. He had so much ore to the point where he completed BBM's quest being red. Now that's just wild. And BBM will kill you if you're naughty. You can actually choose which player you want to eliminate with the huge bag of coal dropping on their heads. Should be in Squid Game. Jeez. Definitely a W update. Okay, but just a little scratched up. I know. Is everyone okay? What's your shit? Are you guys alright? Basic B, are you up? No, Basic B, no! Wake up! Please wake up! Stay with me! Please! Please, Basic B! Please! You guys need some help? Bee Swarm went a full year without an update. It was at this time where players would only come back and play Bee Swarm once a year. While many players stopped playing Bee Swarm, Elo was determined to do other things than make honey, since he already had made so much honey. There's nothing else that he can do because he bought everything, maxed out all of his amulets, and maxed all of his bees and mutations. He's done it all. He now wants to build the best attack hive possible and destroy all of these boss battle records. He was the originator of the attack hive, all lion bees. I can't question this because he is Elo and knows what he's doing, but I was expecting like a full hive of spices, but it's the go. He would go and defeat the coconut crab the fastest, get the highest stickbook score, kill the stuff snail in 10 minutes, get the highest ant challenge score, and continue experimenting with his hive and doing the craziest things that no one would have ever thought or attempted. What? Like buying 1,000,000 basic eggs? I mean, how long did your auto-clicker click for you to be able to do that? Also, that's 10 trillion honey, bro. He also was the first person ever to fully buy off the ticket shop. No one has ever wanted to do this because we didn't know if it had a limit or not. But apparently, you could just purchase every single ticket in the ticket shop for about 1.2 quadrillion honey. He changed his hive from an attack hive back to a proper red honey making hive, trying to beat his record, but wasn't successful since there's no Beesmas. He then quit the game for 9 months after there was nothing left for him to do until the next update. But I'll be honest, I didn't play the next one though. On December 26, 2021, the 4th annual Beesmas has arrived with Bee Bear, more gifts, plenty of new items, 2 new mythic bees, and a brand new game mechanic after so long. This Beesmas was based on growing nectar. Nectar was the game's brand new mechanic that allowed for even more incentive to play the game longer. On it is lowkey a very smart man for finding new and creative ways to keep players in the game longer. There are 5 different types of nectar. They pretty much gave OP boosts from 1 second of nectar to 24 hours of nectar, with more time of nectar meaning better buffs. The invigorating nectar was really just red nectar, and the comforting nectar was really just blue nectar. Everything is pretty much color coordinated. In order to get these nectars are from planters, a new item in the game. There were 11 of them. You could buy these planters from the red and blue HQ shops and at the Dapper shop. A new shop added to the game where you could buy planters and Beequips. Also, Dapper Bear is in the shop. A new NPC bear that specializes in nectar and mushrooms. Why'd I say it like that? Ew. Which are fungi-like mobs that are passive but deadly. There were 5 tiers of mushrooms, and every time you destroyed one, it would spread across multiple fields, going up in level the more times you destroyed it. You can get many various items, especially guaranteed neon berries and atomic treats. There was a new mushroom leaderboard at the back end of the shop. To purchase Beequips, you must complete a certain amount of Dapper Bear quests. With the new Beesmas, every NPC gave you access to their special machinery again with their ornaments, with the addition of Dapper Bear and his ornament. If you use this machine, you can get some nectar and honeysuckles. With the more usage of his machine, the more honeysuckles you can get every 4 hours of using the machine, capping at 30 honeysuckles at a time.
Have I used the sum over 337 times? Yo, I'm cooked.
Honeysuckles are items that can instantly convert a ton of your current backsave. What? Backspace. Shut. Better than an instant converter can. Crazy. And to think that there's no cap with them. Also, they can be used to craft waxes. Also, if you use Riley Bee's candles, you can get waxes too. Waxes were a new item in the game that were used to change something within the Beequip or to destroy it. They were also used to craft the planters. Also, they were incredibly hard to craft for some reason. With the newest, hardest item to obtain / craft being the turpentine. To craft the soft wax, the easiest wax in the game is to get 5 honeysuckles, 1 oil, 1 enzyme, and 10 royal jellies. Then a hard wax is 3 soft waxes, 3 enzymes, 33 bitter berries, and 33 royal jellies. A little harder to craft this time. Then to get a swirl wax is on a whole nother level. 3 hard waxes, 9 soft waxes, 6 purple potions, and 3,333 royal jellies. God damn! A purple potion costs 3 neon berries each, so we're definitely gonna need a lot of neon berries. Caustic waxes needed 5 hard waxes, 5 enzymes, 25 neon berries. Damn! And 5,252 royal jellies. Jesus Christ on it. Honestly, neon berries are really hard to get, so this is gonna be a really hard wax to get too, just like the swirl wax. Now to craft the turpentine was 10 super smoothies.
Why on it?
10 caustic waxes.
Again, why on it? Why?
100 star jellies.
Right,
hey, let me finish and then you can go.
Right.
1,000 honeysucks.
Yeah.
You can get a free one from the Samovar after using it 25 times. That's it. What the hell am I gonna use that one on for then? Well, my friend, there lies an item so expensive, so dangerous to hold, that if you can somehow even touch this beauty of an item, you are forever known as a Bee Swarm legend. The Planter of Plenty. Ladies and gentlemen, this item right here is still, to this day, the hardest and just the most grindiest bullshit item ever to get in the game. 100 trillion honey.
Not so bad.
Oh, it's not that bad, huh? All right. 500 magic beans.
I mean, I got that. Like, I don't have more than 500, but I got 500 though.
All right. 100 super smoothies.
Jesus Christ on it, you can't even drink that much.
100 of each swirled and caustic waxes. I mean, they added turpentines for a reason, didn't they? Yeah, they weren't used to remove all the waxes on the Beequip. No, they were used for this item. You had to get 25 turpentines. 25. This is how much this shit costs. I mean, really, dude? 7 million pineapples? 223,000 tickets. Where the fuck am I gonna get all these materials from? Well, my friend, you gotta suffer. Suffer from grinding out them damn mushrooms. Suffer from the extreme lag that comes with doing puff runs. And suffer from the weeks of wait time crafting all your goddamn materials.
They're so stinky, just like stinky guys.
There were 3 new endgame tools, the dark side, the Tide Popper, and the Gummy Ball. They each corresponded with their own colors. Here's how much they cost, and here are all the stats for them. The dark side's passive ability is that if you hit a flame with it, it turns the flame into a dark flame, causing the flame to reset its lifespan and becomes basically so much stronger. Also, you can get Dark Heat, another buff that makes your red pollen collection even more powerful. The Tide Popper sends waves of tides all across the field from the direction you're facing, making you pop more and more bubbles fast. Sweet bubble blow. Gummy Baller made being white actually well worth it if you already had a fully maxed out white hive and have like so much honey. On top of having like 100,000 gumdrops, you are definitely gonna make so much more honey with the Gummy Baller. When you swing your Gummy Baller, it removes goo from the flowers and stacks about 1,000 pieces of goo. When it reaches 1,000, a huge Gummy Ball goes crazy, and it goes crazy, and it just keeps going crazy. It multiplies your goo collection for 12 seconds. You can make some serious honey here, like in the hundreds of trillions of honey from a really good Gummy Ball just swinging around your girl's face. My bad. They're gonna take a while to craft, so let's go over the 2 new Mythic bees that would change the game forever. Here's the point and here's the precise. I actually made this channel named Boy and Boy before I changed it to King Lit after making the BGS stop, and not even the true OGs even know that. The Boy Bee had a new ability, balloons. They would allow you to store extra pollen collected underneath them, building up a balloon blessing, which will give extra capacity and more honey at the hive. The pollen in the balloon quickly starts deteriorating, so it's smart to do a quick boost and urgently going back to the hive and convert your balloon. Also, with full nectars, your honey that you convert from your balloon will always be from the ranges of 2x to even 10x more honey than the pollen inside the balloon. Your capacity gets super big and your convert rate is the quickest in the game. It's almost like we could just AFK here. But what if there was an even more efficient way to AFK? What if there was a program that we could just use to move our keys to collect items, go to fields, complete quests, and even kill mobs? Ladies and fine shits, please welcome Macroing.
Bro, we know it's you playing. It's not the macro. You're not slick. Are you gonna go to the next chapter already? God!
Oh, I forgot. Natural broke so weary. Y'all know the iconic line. Macroing, man. The early days of macro. I remember using Jizzbot. Hey, yo. The macro that Gifted TY made. It was very finicky and very complicated to learn and to use at the time. So a small team of devs worked on creating a very friendly user macro that can perform any task the game has to offer. I'm talking options for quests, field boosts, using items, killing mobs, and all the cool planner customizations, and giving your bee swarm info, like your amount of bees, your speed, which hive saw you claim, all of these things to make the perfect macro ever. There were so many different versions of natural macro and so many things to say about it that I could actually make a whole separate video about the history of natural macro. But hey, check this guy out if you want to see that. Everybody would use this not to only farm items needed for crafting, but to honestly get trillions and trillions of honey as a blue hive every single hour. Yes, we're able to AFK ourselves into getting trillions an hour now. My first ever video on this channel was actually about making 500 billion an hour. It's a very special bee. With the fact that it also has Blue Bomb Plus, which is a very good blue pollen collecting token. Shit, I messed up, whatever. But also, it's needed to activate Pop Star. People started using 30 plus buoyant bees. Better if they were gifted. And honestly, since they were grinding in Pine Tree Field all day, they would always get enough blueberries to gift a couple every damn day. This was the cheat code for honey. It is easier than ever before now to get honey. All you have to do is get 40 gifted bee types and get a simple Pop Star. Then slowly but surely change your hive to buoyancy. I mean, buoyant bees, what? Keep 5 tats for blue boost tokens and baby love. And get one of every gifted blue bee, because why not? Bro, there was no stopping in you. I didn't get to play during this time, because back then I was so locked in with All-Star Tower Defense, honestly. And it was my favorite game of that year. Part of how we were able to get so much freaking honey is also due to the endless amounts of all nectar types we could obtain and keep close to 24 hours of each nectar type. All you needed for all 5 was all the planners except for the planner of plenty, because yeah, that one's just truly crazy to even think about that. But yeah, if you play certain planners in certain fields, you can certainly get certain rewards. Life was great. So great. In fact, we could AFK honey, complete polar and buckle quests, and finally after so long, I was able to break free from the depressive solo scorched lifestyle I was living in. I'm so grateful for natural macro. And one of the devs sadly passed away, I believe, a year later. May he continue to rest in peace. Yeah, I remember hearing about that on their server. They also added smooth and loaded dices, which can boost field. Also, they nerfed jelly beans heavily, so now they aren't as OP as they used to be. But to compensate for this, on it buffed the max field boost capped to 4. Just use a loaded dice and a glitter and you're good to go. Oh yeah, silly me, the other mythic bees was a precise bee. It introduced a brand new mechanic, super crit. This bee made boosting fun again for red and white hives and is the main objective for boosting now. What you wanted to do was keep your super crit chance at 20% and keep at least 3 precise marks from the field, giving more super crit chance and loads of super crit power. Super crit is double as good as normal crit, meaning it's quadruple as good as uncrit pollen. Uncle Crit, how you doing?
What are you even talking about, bro?
Oh yeah, real quick on it, if you're watching this, I love you, bro. And it would be really cool if you added 5 tiers of upgrade to the 3 endgame tools. They can act like badges for the tools. Let's say after you bought the tool, you can use items to upgrade the tool. Like, let's say for the dark side, for tier 1, you'll need like 100 red extracts or something like that, and a trillion honey just to upgrade it. Tier 2, like 250 red extracts, 100 stingers, and 10 trillion honey. Tier 3, like 500 red extracts, 250 stingers, 50 hard waxes, and 100 trillion honey. Tier 4, like 1,000 red extracts, 500 stingers, 50 swirl waxes, a mythic egg, and a quadrillion honey or something. And then let's say for like tier 5, like 2,500 red extracts, 1,000 stingers, 50 caustic waxes, a gifted mythic egg, 10 dark side stickers, and 10 quadrillion honey. After every tier, it would make the scythe 1.2x stronger, 1.2x faster, and 1.2x the red pollen or the dark flame pollen, whichever one you want. And on tier 5, what if there was like a new ability called dark pollen, where it turns the pollen underneath the flames like dark purple and burn, and any bee that eats a dark pollen or any ability token that strikes it will be instantly super crit, and you would get a buff called pollen burn. That would be so cool, honestly. And on it, if you added this mechanic to the 3 tools, this would be absolutely fire. It just makes sense. There were also 4 different balloons added, with each storing different pollen amounts. Whirly gigs were a new item that instantly teleports you to your hive. BBM was asking you a lot this Beesmas, asking for puff shrooms, asking for using 9 caustic waxes. Like, bro, are you out of your mind? I need to save them up so I can get me the dark side. And you want 9? BBM was asking for too much, bro. Like,
La. Hold up. Did that thing just fucking glitch? Wait, I'm gonna go check this shit out right now.
Rascal. Rascal? Wait, what the hell is this? Why is it glitching? Oh no. Did this thing take Rascal Bee?
You're a weird little fuck.
Huh. This place is very strange. A ton of coding and decoding. I feel like my brain is about to explode.
Palmer, we aren't solving any puzzles just yet. We need to find out where the evil is coming from.
Why are you whispering?
Shut up, Rascal.
Hey.
Hello, bees. Where did that voice come from? Show yourself. Who are you? What have you done? I am the digital bee. I can corrupt fields, absorb ability tokens, and best of all, duplicate those abilities. And I removed all of your gifted abilities and brought every one of y'all back down to level 1.
Bro, why'd you do that?
Because I used to be just like you. I used to have a beekeeper. I used to show love and appreciation to him. But then, something terrible happened. A random player hacked all of Bee Swarm Simulator and started spamming Mythic meteor showers like crazy. And the code to those Mythic meteors started killing everyone. The players and the bees. Ever since then, Onnit tried very hard to fix the game. He added new bees, new fields, a new everything. A new feeling to the game. That just simply didn't sit right with me. But he forgot about me. It was as if I was just another piece of trash. A coding mistake. And it's not fair seeing the new bees he created having the best life. And I'm not. Even though I'm a bee as well.
Yeah, sounds like you're jealous of me, man.
I'm not jealous!
Whoa! You killed our friend! Basic Bee! And we want revenge.
Basic Bee? Ha 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 ha! He sounds like a trash one.
You take that back, bro. He was the greatest bee a beekeeper could ever. He was the greatest bee a beekeeper could ever ask for. And you killed him! You killed him!
So we're gonna kill you. Ha 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 ha! Well then, I'ma just have to kill all of you.
I'm so sorry. Oh no, the pain.
On April 1st, 2022, April Fools, and Beesmas was removed, and there were plenty of new Beequips, with the pink shades having a super rare chance of obtaining super crit chance, and the max bee level was increased to level 25. Level a bee up to level 25 is actually impossible right now. You will never in a million years get it. It costs, get this, well you won't, but 9 quintillion honey. Yep, completely skipping the quadrillions, by the way. On top of that, getting a full level 25 hive is gonna cost you 450 quintillion honey. No one is ever gonna reach that. The only way for someone to reach that is that they added a new Beequip that makes every bee you own drop an inspired token on the field.
That is so expensive, bro.
If you had 50 bees, it would go ahead and drop 50 inspired tokens. Therefore, you would get at least 51x pollen, maybe even the full 61x pollen if a lucky star shower comes and you grab 10. Maybe on it?
On December 26, 2022, the 4th annual Beesmas came. It was everything the previous Beesmas has had, with the new NPC bear, Robo Bear. He gave you a small quest line needing to obtain drive. After you complete the search for the drive, you can play his Robo Bear challenge. The Robo Bear challenge had up to 25 rounds, with each round getting harder as you progress. You start off adding 3 bees to your hive before round 1, adding 2 more bees every round until round 24. Then before the final round, select your last bee. When you complete a round, you would get cogs. Oh, so that's what those cogs up there meant. You can use those cogs to purchase upgrades or drives. There were 4 different types of drives: red, blue, white, and glitch. They can be used for quests and for boosts during the Robo Bear challenge. Okay, this challenge is actually very fun. To complete a round, you had to complete the pollen requirements before the time runs out. There are many different mobs, such as the mosquitoes, the cogmores, the mega mosquitoes, those damn mega mosquitoes, golden cogmores, and the cog turrets. Some upgrade suits specific priorities. For example, if you are trying to go for a 100-time balloon blessing as a blue hive, go for everything capacity-wise with majority blue field. If you're trying to go for a high supreme cog amulet, go for red pollen with high super crit, instant convert, very high attack, and low capacity. Here is every single upgrade in the Robo Bear challenge. After getting 5 of each drive, you can unlock the single most OP bee in the game, Digital Bee. This bee is stupidly broken, and I mean stupidly broken. When you first get it, it's honestly a lackluster bee, with his ability not being all that good or anything, but you can make him stronger by upgrading his drive. You can upgrade him with 500 of each drive. In other words, it's grind time. This was when I took Bee Swarm very, very seriously. I made a fuzzy alt in 20 days behind the scenes and macroed every night with my cousin. I didn't take the digital grind seriously, however. Many people were grinding every single day, relentlessly. Somehow, this grind became way more intense and rigorous than the Pfft run. I actually believe that getting this bee maxed out with 2,000 drives is harder than getting the Planter of Plenty. This is because I could just macro away for a year straight to get the Planter of Plenty, but you can't macro the Robo Bear challenge. You're gonna have to actively do Robo challenge after Robo challenge after Robo challenge for a year straight. It's gonna take me such an incredibly long time, but I'm up for it. Oh yeah, to even play a Robo challenge was by using a Robo Pass, which you can buy with 20 tickets or collect them around the map or get them from mobs. The very first player to actually obtained the very first max out digital bee was, I believe, the YouTuber Zwari. I don't know for sure, but I think he was one of the first to get his max. The reason why digital bee was so overpowered when maxed out is because field corruption legit gives you 25% ability dupe chance. That literally means every 4 tokens could be duped. That is insane. 2 times duped ability pollen, 75% instant duped ability conversion, on top of 10 plus bee movement speed, and like 10 other buffs that come with the digital bee. I mean, basically, he's gonna make any field you boost in 1,000 times 100. After you watch this video, I'm low-key gonna have to work on maxing out my digital because I have yet to do so. But when your digital doesn't have any drives, it will dupe ability tokens here and there and not do much. When it's maxed, the entire field is covered in dupe tokens to the point where you really only need one of every bee that you need, and that one digital bee will take care of everything else for you. Holy fucking yap, what the fuck was that? I mean, it literally duplicates an ability token a second at that point. I guarantee you, the whole game is going to be a piece of cake once you have your digital bee maxed. The only hard part, I'd say, is the glitch drives. The only hard part, I'd say, is the glitch drives, because in order to make one, you have to spend 5 of each drive and 100 cogs. So to make 500 of them will cost 2,500 of each drive and 50,000 cogs. That's more than a house payment. Mario, where's your house payment? So everything total is like 1,000,000 cogs. Oh my lord. If you were to get an average of 10 cogs per round, you would need to play 100,000 rounds of Robo Bear to max your digital bee. If each game averages around 30 minutes and you get an average of around 20, it will take around 104 days of summer vacation.
It will take you 3 months if you were to play 24 hours of Bee Swarm every day. But let's just say you're very determined and want to play only 6 hours a day. That's a full year and a bit in order to max out digital bee. But the good news is, every drive that you put into your digital bee, it will slowly get stronger and stronger, leading to you wanting to keep going until it's finally over. Honestly, if you prioritize getting the extra cog upgrades, you should get digital bee max in half a year. Some people went out of their way and did it in a literal month, and some. That's actually crazy. GG. BBM was still asking for way too much, bro. I mean, 40 billion pollen from the dandelion field?
It's very interesting. It's overwhelming.
Destroyed 31 Beequips with caustic waxes? Looking back, I already knew this was my favorite Beesmas of all time. This was the first Beesmas me and my 2 other cousins played this game seriously. They also added vials, which you could store nectar in and use it later, and can also be used to craft certain items. 2 new planters came as well, the hydroponic and the heat-treated planters. They were really good for their choices of nectar and definitely help you keep every nectar type as full as possible. Everyone, attack! Kaboom! Hiya!
We
take it.
How weak.
Thank you, man. Look at the Mia focus. Go! You just want me. How you wait just want me to keep giving me times that you want me.
I've had enough!
Oh shoot! Everyone, push out an ability token at the same time, alright? Yeah, man, yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3! Ha! Die digital! What? How did he do that? I think we're dead. What?
I'll be waiting for the others.
On May 7th, 2023, Beesmas was removed and the drives were broken. Can you fix them up for Robo Bear? On January 12th, 2024, it's a new year in Bee Swarm. I was super surprised by this update. Never in my life did we ever think we would ever be able to trade in this game. Like, ever! Trading was in the middle of being added through many little updates, about 17 of them, throughout the next couple of weeks. We all thought that with this update, we can finally have access to other people's hives and, like, hatch eggs in their hives. And royal jelly other players' bees with their permission, of course. Because by force, you will get divorced. What?
Breaking news!
And feed their bees your own treats. I wanted this for the longest time, but it wasn't like that at all. It was trading Beequips in a new item. Stickers. They were literally stickers that you could place in your hive now. There were some more valuable than the rest. There are all the stickers added to the game. Yeah, there were so many of them. You could also trade Cup Buddy skins. Those 3 items were in circulation. Bro, business is booming. People are becoming richer than ever before, with the rarest stickers being the basic bee sticker and all 12 star signs. To get every sticker in the game would take me an hour to explain it all, but just know that there's plenty of ways to get stickers. You can stack your stickers for so many buffs. It's crazy. People out here reaching sticker stack numbers that don't even seem fathomable. You could only put 1 type of sticker each in the sticker stack. It gets harder and harder to discover new stickers to stack. Some stickers can change your whole hive's appearance, which I thought was a very nice touch to our hives, because our hives were always like just one simple yellowish golden brown color. Also, for the Star Cut Buddy sticker, you can get it from the Diamond Star Amulet. It has a 1 in a million chance of summoning. Honestly, you could just AFK summon it for a quadrillion honey. And since you can summon it every second, it should take you only like 12 days. Basically, bubblegum simulator. On May 23rd, 2024, Bee Swarm participated in a Roblox Classic event, which added the Retro Swarm Challenge. Basically, Doomspire Brick Battle, but in Bee Swarm. The coconut belt came swinging by, finally an item in the game after being a dead decal for so long. Crimball Bee never came though. This belt was super OP, and it was just another accessory that allowed white players to continue to dominate. White players, specifically white. White, not black, white. Huh? Oh no, dude! What happened to them? I don't know, but did Onnit re-implement eviction tokens? Not to my knowledge. And besides, don't you think it's a little weird that only the rares are gone? Onnit probably removed the rares and epics. I don't know. No, Riley. Something terrible happened to them. We have to alert the others. Okay, let's alert just the epics because I believe we can solve these ourselves, dude. Good idea. Guys, the rares are gone. What? Maybe they all went in there. Well, we should all go in there, dude. You're right. But who wants to volunteer to go first? I guess I'll do it. You will do it?
Yeah.
Okay, just be careful.
Yeah, whatever happens to me, just know I love you guys.
Really, dude?
Psych. This place is weird as hell. Trip me out. No. Who would do this?
Rage. Oh my god.
Who would do something like this?
Hello, Bee.
Show yourself. Now. Do it.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just show myself then.
What did you do?
Hey man, we don't want to have any more trouble with you, alright? So just take this sweet treat, a righteous treat, and let us take our bees
home.
That's it! You asked for it! Everyone, attack!
Here you go, everyone. Super rage. Focus.
What's that? Look at that. Ooh. Think fast.
Heat flame.
Yo, episodes!
Freeze flame. Demo ball. Damn it. We're winning.
No! Exhausted, go!
You're too slow.
Stop staring at me. Huh? Whoa, look at that. It's a floating green eye. Oh, fuck. Think fast. I'm coming for you, digital. Delicious. Freeze. Double boom. What? You guys want to play a game of bowling chives?
Shit, dude.
Bowling chives.
You really think you can defeat me? How about I go and defeat the others? The legendaries.
July 17th, 2024, Beesmas happens super freaking late for 2023. Instead, it happens in the middle of summer of 2024. What were you thinking on? But it's fine though, because I love you. Bear and the rest of the NPCs now ask you for stickers as part of their requirements in their respective quest line. Bear gave you wavy festive hive skin. Ooh, wavy baby. The rewards were all OP once again. I mean, there were so many stickers, bro. This was actually the Beesmas where I granted another alt up. This time, the Tad alt. Tadpole tit. I did this one in 18 days this time, beating my previous record of 20 days. BBM's quest was actually so much easier that I finally completed my first ever BBM quest line. Well, not yet, because I didn't have a stick cub skin. Even though I was searching every day for 27 days for an offer for someone's stick cub skin, I couldn't find one. I was willing to legit give 12 star signs, all different ones for one, but no one wanted to do so. So I actually got one magically from having the #1 top stick bug score from that day. I think my score was like 1.8 billion or something like that. I guess no one was really playing during that day. It was just me and my cousin running stick bugs, and I managed to get a score of 1. I see in the script right here, 1.6 billion that day, and not even really trying. Okay, so I read the script, so yeah, there it is. Okay, get it. We were just trying to help Froxen with his stick bug Beesmas quest. Also, lock it, man. This was the time where my cousin went red and he pushed me to become red. I keep fucking stuttering again. That was a really good decision, as I was finally able to dominate the Robo Bear and really upgrade my digital beat as much as I can to the max. On August Turk? What? Turk Day, dude.
Can't be shy on your Turk Day. What the f is a Turk Day, Joseph?
On August 1st, 2024, Sunbear came in the middle of Beesmas to play golf with you. After 3 quests and a hole-in-one, you win. On October 13th, 2024, Onnit hit some marshmallow bees around the map. On October 29th, 2024, Onnit removed the marshmallow bees around the map. On December 17th, 2024, another Beesmas came this year, with the previous one in July compensating for the Beesmas that never happened in 2023. By the way, those were the shortest updates ever. Oh my god. Open the 3rd gift box to obtain Roblox winner's spotlight item. I'll be honest, this quest was the same recycled one from July. However, the quest asked for less demanding stickers this time. Also, Sunbear finally made and gave us an ornament, the steering wheel ornament. This was the best ornament of them all. And BBS quest was probably the easiest it's been since 2018. There was a new choose a mythic egg, where you could choose any type of mythic out of the 6. Savage. On December 25th, 2024, Onnit added a winter spotlight pack into the Roblox shop alongside adding nectar shower vials, a new honey day boost, and a new icy crown hive skin. Onnit also removed all the sticker requirements for this Beesmas. Wait, guys, I haven't been checking the leaderboards in a very long time. My bad. Oh my god! Not 10 quadrillion, not even 100 quadrillion, but let me step back from my mic. 1 quintillion honey! How the universal boom! Did someone hit 1 quintillion honey? This has got to be the craziest Bee Swarm achievement ever. He goes by the name of Fragile Silence or Mikey Moments on YouTube. He accomplished such a number through months and months of very vigorous boosting as a white hive, getting his Gummy star to the quadrillions, and making way more honey than anyone else. His main rival was Having Fun 2222, which I used to watch him hatch secret pets in BGS a very long time ago. And now he's the #2 player? The best red player? Period. Let me never do that gay shit ever again. He's the new ELO, essentially. Congrats, Mikey, as this is likely gonna be the last new digit ever discovered in Bee Swarm history. Huh? Hold on. What the hell? Something's going on with the bees. Guys, I'll be back. Bro, where are you going? Ah, forget him. On April 30th, 2025, Beesmas and Sunbear with his golf minigame are gone. Also, there's a new chat system. I didn't like it. Also, let's rewind back a bit. On March 8th, 2025, a new type of macro was introduced to Bee Swarm. Revolution Macro. This was the best new macro because it uses AI detection for everything. So if you wanted a server offer stingers, now you can. With ults, also. We're gonna get hundreds of stingers a day now. Also with Robo Bear, you know how it sucked every time you went to a new field for a round? You had to go to your RDP and change the field and everything? Well, now there's RBC configurations, where your ult will follow you whichever field you go. You will never need to use your ult ever again. Just don't let it overtake you, because it can happen. Be aware. On July 30th, 2025, Roblox chat was enabled for the game, and the fence behind the daily top LB was replaced. On December 25th, 25th, 2025, Honor releases Beesmas on another Christmas. He added everything from last Beesmas and more, including offline vouchers and blooms. The offline voucher will make it so that everything that only builds over time while in-game can happen offline. It stays active for 24 hours only, and they are some of the hardest vouchers to get. Blooms are the new mushrooms and grant insane buffs that allow players to make like a couple quadrillion a boost to over 100 quadrillion a boost? What the hell? That's like 100x pollen! Blooms are the new insanity.
They spawn just like how mushrooms do,
but can also be summoned from a new item, the Bloom Shaker. This something was pretty cool.
Here I come.
What the hell is that? Whatever it is, I'm going in. I can feel that they're in there. My goodness, this place was not what I expected. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. What happened to them? What happened to them? Whatever it is, I have to defeat it. Guys! Oh no, oh no, oh no. What is that thing? Is that one of us? Is that... Ha ha ha! You bees are no good. I'll take over all of Bee Swarm now. Oh my god, baby, you're alive! Hey. Wait, how are all of you alive? Y'all were just knocked out like a minute ago. You saved us. I did? Jolly good show. Wait, how did you do that? I don't know, I just started crying and notes started forming. Well, maybe when you were crying, you cried healing notes that uplifted us into having full HP and our energy back. You might be onto something, Shy. Man, I'm so glad y'all didn't die. I'm so sorry for leaving you guys. It's okay. Hey, Digit Face! Pa! I hate fire! Hey, hey, hey! Red Bond Plus! We did it! We did it!
We did it!
We did it! Music, 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 Mewtwo. Wait, no, that's for a different time. Get it. I need to show you guys something. Oh no! Are they dead?
No, they're just knocked unconscious.
Hey, Music, can you harmonize them? Let me try. Oh my god, what happened?
Hey,
it's you, Honeybee, you're alive.
Oh god, I didn't die.
Everyone alright?
Yes.
What's going on, guys? What happened? It's that digital dude.
Everybody stand up. Oh, my baby baby.
Is everyone okay?
Guys, we may have won the battle, but we still lost. Basic Bee. Later on December 27th, 2025, Bee Bear's quests were added. Not sure why they weren't added during the 40th update.
Oh, because that was the soft launch, and this is the real launch. Oh, makes sense now.
On December 16, 2025, On It added 5 more Bee Bear quests and changed a bit of the game's mechanics. If your all account isn't 7 days old, then you can't use the sticker stacker anymore. Because on December 29th, 2025, On It made it so that your account needs to be at least 7 days old in order to use the sticker stack to stop players from exploiting making bunches of vaults to get rare stickers. On It is actively trying to keep the extremely rare stickers extremely rare. I love this. There's nothing On It does that I don't love. On January 30th, 2025, they added badge requirements to the sticker printer. You now need 10 of each badge to go up in egg values to donate. On It fixed an issue where players would get kicked out for no reason. And finally, the issue with frozen frogs were fixed. Hey Tads, we need your help.
It's all good now, they all had to cut you up.
Wait, what the heck?
What's going on?
Why is the world losing its colors?
Stop it. You lost your colors.
It's not fair. Dude, which one's Riley and which one's Bucko, man? I think you're too much on the honey, dude.
Well, the color doesn't go away on its own. Somebody did this.
Wait, what's that? Who are you?
Throughout the whole video, I was listening to you. To every one of you. I heard how positive it was going, how nostalgic the music felt, how blissful this game treated every one of you. But it wasn't the same for me. Since as long as I can remember, my father introduced me to my first bee, the green bee. It was a simple yet cute bee that gave green boost back when there was green pollen everywhere. It was a simple rare bee, nothing special to it. But it was super special to me. It was my first bee. The bee introduced me to his bee friends. They quickly turned into my friends too. But I only had one best friend, and that was my green bee. I loved being a beekeeper. I used to call him Greenie. Until one day, something unfortunate happened. I was just playing with my bees, and then the sky turned purple, and I blacked out soon after. I'm not sure what happened or what caused me to black out the way I did. But when I woke up, my bees were gone. All of them. Except for Greenie. He tried to fight and stay alive, but the radiation was just too much for me to handle. So I sat on my knees, with him on my lap, dying. I was useless. I couldn't do anything to help him. He told me to forever be a beekeeper. After the past, I mourned every day since I wanted to keep my promise. Water attached my head to the stupid 30 bees on wall. There was nothing but blackness. Since then I wasn't able to fulfill my promise. This game made me to be the evil. I didn't have a choice but to be evil. On it, I will never forgive that man. Since I didn't have the same amazing experience as you guys, no one should deserve to live differently.
And you know what? You're right. Rafe, what are you doing? Everyone should live a happy and positive life. Every single beekeeper deserves to be a beekeeper. And I'm sorry that happened to you. I really am. But this doesn't mean that you have to kill us. I'm sure we can work this out peacefully. And I'm pretty sure there are other bees that would love to be by your side.
It's too late for any of that. I've had enough torment in my life. Now, prepare to die.
Alright guys, this is not no digital bee situation. I can tell this guy is something very serious. A very serious threat!
Bravey, it appears we are severely underleveled. Perhaps we call in the Mythics?
Good call. I'll go get those the quickest.
What?
Hello? I know y'all in there. Come on, somebody open the door!
Hello?
Oh, hey, Spicy. Okay, listen real quick. So basically...
Why is outside colorless?
The world needs you guys. Okay, Mythics, we gotta act fast. Vector.
Don't worry, we got this.
Yeah. Chop. Take that.
Thank you, Precise.
Yeah.
Buzz, Buzz.
Hi.
What the hell is a little frog gonna do?
Hermie, watch out.
You bust the frogs!
Guys, charge your abilities, now.
Don't worry, bees. I got you. Bear Bee, we need you. Coco Bee, we need you. Crizzle Bee, we need you. Festa Bee, we need you. Gummy Bee, we need you. Frozen Bee, we need you. Puppy Bee, we need you. Tabby Bee, we need you. Fishy Bee, we need you. Winnie Bee, we need you. Alright, guys, here's the plan.
Very interesante.
Got it? Alright, Jeffy, stop it.
No.
Here for another time. Alright, here we go. Take these spikes.
Boom, boom, beam, boom, bop, boop, pow.
Bear move!
You want a tornado? Here's your tornado.
Guys, we won. We actually won. Thanks to the Mythics and the events, we finally defeated BBM.
Guys, look, all the colors coming back.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah, dude.
Wait, guys, where's Buoyant Bee?
Buoyant Bee!
Oh my god! BBM is still alive. But how?
I just wiped this balloon, you idiot. Now, time to die, bees.
Oh my god! His power! It's unseen! Huh? Where am I?
Oh no, Digital's back.
Hey, what's your name?
Don't play dumb. You know who we are. You tried killing us. Remember?
I've never seen you guys before. What are you talking about?
I guess you don't remember, huh?
It's now or never. I'm evil now. Oh no. The smiley face consumed all of the token abilities and it changed to a token link that connected to every bee in the game. BBM has just collected all of the bees' gifted statuses, levels, energies, and ability tokens. Literally all hope was lost. They accept defeat. Until out of nowhere, a random figure started coming up, coming closer and closer. Turns out, it was Basic Bee. Basic Bee! Basic Bee! He came back as level 25, a level the bees didn't think was even possible. It also came back gifted, had unlimited energy, and had a new ability token, Inspire. It appears he wasn't dead after all. You're alive! Guys, don't worry. I'm gonna save y'all. But before I do, I have to let you guys know. I'm sorry. What are you sorry for? I'm sorry I left you guys. I probably made you guys think I was dead. I'm glad you're not. I had to go out there by myself and train. You guys wouldn't let me. so I snuck out. I'm sorry.
Basic Beat, you don't gotta be sorry, bro. You're alive. We really missed you, man. We really...
Oh no! Guys! No. Take this, Inspire. What? We're alive! What? Oh my god! We feel not only so much better, but unstoppable! I think we got this now, guys. Let's kick some BBM booty! Hey, Bubblehead!
I did all the way.
Listen up, everyone. We're gonna charge all of our ability tokens one more time.
You didn't start yet, Brave? Hurry up, bro!
Oh shit, you guys were already on it? Okay. Ha!
We're dead.
What? Oh my god, good save, baby B! It's time to end this.
At last, I remembered my old beekeeper.
I loaded up a game, and the name is Bee Swarm Simulator. I chose me a hive, the one right next to the canyon, I'ma use it later. Claiming badges, I ain't really even know I had it. Finding road jellies, never catch you lagging. All these fields of magic, hunting pumpkin patches. Doing quests back to back, and my bees relaxing. Starting off the year, we gotta finish up a quest. Bought a basic bee from a basic egg. Buying all the tools and the bags in the shop. Putting Nuger out of business, but he didn't wanna stop. Selling stuff, so we went up to the 25 bee zone. Started climbing up and up until we reached the mountain top. Got me the glider, you know I had to snatch that. Max capacity, I had to empty out my backpack. Memories are free, filling up my bees. I just got a mythic with my 1,000 royal jellies. All the help I needed, gifted myth, I'll keep it until I change my hive. I'll say mix, then I'll go for red or blue or white. Ending off the day, I was feeding my bees. Went through a lot, the computer killed me. I was moving fast, unaware like a werewolf. Bought some extra hive slots, I needed 30 bees. There was a golden egg in that cave, so like a spider I jumped and I prayed. Tabby scratch for the photon beam, tabby scratch for the photon beam. Coconut crab I did not see, all my bees they gotta eat treats. One day up they came, but it was a shame since I didn't have a single thought of getting it today. Really was a pain, I probably gave maybe hundreds, even thousands of wind shrines. All these bees I discovered, carpenter undercover, marks the whole field covered in thin lines. And oh my god, I got a mythic and it turned out being gifted in a buoyant bubble. Bullshit work this time. Memories are free, filling up my bees. I just got a mythic with my 1,000 royal jellies. All the help I needed, gifted myth, I'll keep it until I change my hive. I'll say mix, then I'll go for red or blue or white.
Hold the bottles, not the sip and fat games. Only get the purple, just enough to keep you in your tank. Make a plan, all I get the gates. Get this check it quick, make it quick. All I get this thing, I feel the poetry. Same blood, thunder blow, just to get a tap. I'm finding something to the bow, I'ma find another hole. They just wanna learn the game, no one touch me. I just want the transit, just being with
Beesmas, the most magical time of the year. Be giving you the festive bean, not a festivus. Festive be gifted me, leave some for the rest of us. BBM, why you gave me this quest? 30,000 bubbles to be popped, can I rest? I swear this was a typo, what did we request? Man, I finally finished it, I wanna be the best. Do you wanna be the best? Demon, diamond, gummy mask, which one is the best? You need lots of items, kinda wish there was a chest. Bought the gummy boots, 1,000 glue, it was a mess. Then I bought the demon, then I bought the diamond, cause I wanted to attack and I needed some respect. 5 whole diamond eggs, gotta kill a bunch of mobs. Ton of bear stomachs, still even stick bug was next. Sick bug was moving mad, he was harder than the rest. All these niggas, I just added them again. He's in pumpkin patches, then he went to cactus, then he even practiced, and he caught me lagging. Macarang I tapped in, I ain't blue high maxing. Boy ain't bees and tabos, bubble blow is blasting. BBM I'm smacking, it's the V up fasting. Supreme star, 5 out of 5, perfect double pass.
and welcome to Joe Grind. Stick a sticker on my hive, got all 12 star signs. Gummy the planner of plenty, I got honey for life. Now I only play during Beesmas, make a new account every season. Maybe I might believe. Memories are free, leveling up my bees. I just got a mythic with 5,000 royal jellies. On it help I need it, gifted myth I'll keep it. Until I change my hive, I'll say mix and I'll go for red or blue or white.
Guys, we came so damn far. Like 7 years far, and we're actually gonna be 8 years in 1 month from now. This is definitely the Roblox game that I played the longest. Nothing will ever compare. Nothing. All the memories we made, all the journeys we went through, all the obstacles we came across. This game is seriously amazing. I don't think there's anything bad you could really say about this game at all at the end of the day. And y'all remember the test realms too? Oh, the nostalgia, bruh. I know for a fact that this game is gonna continue to update and stand out from all the other games on Roblox. Y'all remember the first ever Beesmas? Because I do. I don't know. I'm just obsessed with the first Christmas events from games for some reason. I don't know. This is definitely one of the greatest Roblox games. Hell, games in general ever. Y'all will probably agree. And probably the most creative game other than Minecraft out there. If you haven't played Bee Swarm Simulator yet, give it a try. I promise you'll like it. I mean, if you can learn how to simply put a bee in your hive. My first ever video I made and uploaded to YouTube was about Bee Swarm, bro. I was just 13 years old having so much fun with the game and other games like Mining Sim and BGS, peacefully living my childhood, clueless to what adult life would bring to me in the future. I still can't believe this was my first ever video, bro. Back when I was playing, never would I ever thought I would ever make a documentary about the history of this game. It's crazy to think about. Well, a great journey has to end someday. We're all growing up, every waking second of the day. Sometimes we just gotta accept the end of things that made us super happy and move on from it. Of course, you can still play Bee Swarm to this day. I will still forever play this game until it dies. I'm actually gonna go grind and max my digital bee now, so thank you all so much for watching, and thank you on it for making such a beautiful experience for all of us. You, my friend, are responsible for a lot of adults out there that had a very fun childhood with Bee Swarm existing in them. And thank you to my brother CDS and my cousins that played Bee Swarm with me. And lastly, thank you all for watching and staying with me till the very end. I love you guys so much. Y'all don't even know.
They don't even know. Must have been a ghost cause the beast so fine, got everybody toast.
I had so much fun making this video, guys. Until next time, peace.